So I made this video about a month ago where I tried to recreate Stardew Valley in Minecraft. Basically all it was me just trying to build a base, have a nice huge farm, and I honestly wanted to even recreate some of the houses and NPCs from the game. But it all got cut short by the warden. And so today I am in a brand new world and I am in survival, so I can't have that tomfoolery happen to me again, and we're going to try to recreate Stardew in Minecraft. Problem is, I did not spawn in the most hospitable place to build a farm. This looks rather mountainous, so I guess we'll just go explore. It looks pretty flat over there. Let's just see what's out there. I just want to do a much more in-depth thing at what I was trying to do in the last video. I want to actually build a huge farm and trade with villagers, and like I had talked about building a tent for like Linus, the NPC from the game. Just I want to do stuff like that. It's not going to be like a one-to-one replica of the Stardew town, but just something like that, you know, bring that game into Minecraft. Okay, it's a little bit early for creepers, dude. Oh, what? Speak of the devil, there's a farmer zombie villager? That's pretty crazy. Well, I can't cure him, but... Oh, God, bro. Really? Oh, is it a skeleton? Oh yeah, and I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm not playing with the mod I usually play with, which is Level Z. It's the mod that adds this like skills tab up in your inventory and you can rank up your skills and stuff like that. I've just been feeling a little bit burnt out and bored with that mod where like every single game you load up a new world and you go through the exact same progression from mining to smithing to defense, and I just want to have a normal Minecraft playthrough this time. I'm still using all the other mods I normally use, like I've got Farmer's Delight for all the crops and, you know, all the ambience, but I'm not using Level Z in this video. And so what that means is I'm not actually restricted like I usually am, where it takes me hours just to get even stone tools. Like I can just get them straight up right now. But I'm not too concerned about that right now. I'm just trying to explore today. Oh, there's sweet berries. That's the first addition to my farming empire. Oh, bro. God. I hate the dark forest. Oh, he's over there. He's still... Oh, wait, he's following me. God, man, I just hate baby zombies. Oh, wow, this is pretty. Got like an alpine river of sorts. Here, let me get some mutton real quick. There we go. It's so weird to be able to mine stone, like, 5 minutes into the world. Like, this is really nice. Normally if I'm using Level Z it can take me like 30 minutes to an hour just to unlock stone, which I guess is not super long, but if you're used to playing Minecraft like normal where you can get it in the first few minutes, it's a big change. Oh, I see a watchtower in the forest. Let's go investigate. I guess in these first couple of days I'm just really looking for all the crops, because like I said, I've got Farmer's Delight where I've got, you know, onions, tomatoes, cabbage, all that stuff, and you have to find it by exploring. Like, it grows out in the wild, so I will have to explore for these first few days. Yeah, these towers usually have decent loot at the top, but I've found that they often have pillagers in them, so I'll have to be careful. Oh, there's a villager in this one. Okay, that's nice. What's up, Clarence? Alright, we got hops 3. That makes you get jump boost on your boots. That's pretty good. But overall, nothing too special. Still looking for a nice flat plains. Looks very, very thick, dense forest so far. I mean, I suppose I could always clear a spot in the forest, but I would like to find some plains. Food has definitely been hard to come by. I hope I can find more of, like, that's part of like why I want to find the plains, because usually lots of animals spawn there. Oh, what is this? Like a ruin of sorts. Is there any loot? I don't think so. Oh, is that a crop? I think these are either carrots or potatoes. Yeah, they're potatoes. Sweet. Alright, that's the first crop found. Potatoes are probably better than carrots in the early game because you can cook them. It does seem as though nighttime is upon us. I really should have grabbed that bed from the tower. I don't know why I didn't do that. Hopefully I'll be alright. I think if I stick to the water I should be okay at night. Dude, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to do my Christmas shopping for everyone in my family. I hope this is relatable, but I am so bad at Christmas shopping. I don't know if it's a guy thing or like a me thing in particular, because I don't know that many guys that are good at shopping for people, but it is always the most stressful time of the year for me, simply for that reason. I mean, I was doing some shopping with my girlfriend last night. She was helping me out and we found some good stuff, but like, it's just not something that comes naturally to me at all. I'm glad to have her help. But it is nice when you find something you're like, oh, this person would love that. You know, like I did find a few things that I think people will like, but just the getting started with Christmas shopping always stresses me out. Oh, it sure is pretty at nighttime here. All that glow lichen, that's pretty. I don't have any coal yet. I guess I couldn't cook up some logs for charcoal. Wait a minute, I just realized I have 3 wool in my inventory. What? How did I not notice this? Okay, I'll make a sleeping bag. I just don't want to sleep on the coast where the monsters are. What if I just sleep in the water? There we go, that works. Okay, that's much better. Now I can see what I'm doing. This has been such an expansive dark oak forest, man. It's been like 2,000 blocks already from spawn. Alright, against my better judgment, I'm going to use this bundle here. I was kind of crapping on them earlier in a different video, but it does have some utility to it. I just don't like that you can only take out the first item. You know, like you can't, like, from this screen select the string. I have to get the glow squid ink out. You can do like one at a time, you know? It's just not very convenient, but that's probably by design. I mean, shulker boxes are way better than bundles, but that's why you have backpack mods. I've got Inmis installed. It's my favorite backpack mod. But I've not found a single cow anywhere, so it's going to be hard to get my first backpack. I think I saw something on the coast. Let me go through this forest here. Is there something right there? Yeah, there's a campfire. What is that? Yeah, we got some sort of campsite here. This is cool. I don't know if I've seen this type of structure yet. Oh, yes. I've been needing food. Oh, wow. Look at that. See, it's so nice, dude, to be able to just use this bow straight up. Like, while I love level Z, like I was saying earlier, it was kind of annoying that, like, I would find a bow like this, and it's like, oh, you can't use it until you level up your archery skill, you know? I mean, that's the whole point of the mod. It's supposed to restrict your gameplay, and you have to rank up skills before you can do certain stuff, but it could get very grindy. Yeah, this is great. What is this? Pumpkin seeds, okay. Yeah, and we've got fabric seasons installed as well, so we'll have seasons just like Stardew. Oh, carrots. Awesome, man. There's another crop. I wonder if there are any villagers here. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, he's a bandit. I think these guys, they've got unique trades. I've never engaged with this. Actually, I could trade some arrows though. Let's do that. My new bow. It would be cool to rank these bandits up. I didn't realize that they have multiple levels to them. Anything up here? Oh, there is. Oh, wow. Look at that, man. See, again, this iron sword would probably take me like 5 hours to unlock with level C. Because you first have to rank up your mining skill to unlock iron, then you have to rank up your, I think, strength skill to get the sword, and it's just such a treat to be able to use it just straight up right now. Yeah, that was a great find, man. Lots of good loot. So, looks like I've hit the ocean. Oh, is that a boat wreck? I think it is. I'm still just looking for the spot, you know, my perfect spot for a farm. Oh, there's a ruin here as well. Yeah, we got a decorated pot. Oh wait, let me not use my pickaxe so I can pick it up. Should grab some sugarcane too. Alright, what do we got here? Looks like I have to dig this up. Oh, this is beetroot, right? Yeah, there we go. Another crop unlocked. I don't have that many left now. I think it's just like onions, tomatoes, and cabbage, maybe? We'll see. There's gotta be a chest in here somewhere. There it is. Ooh, that's a lot of iron. Gosh, man, I need a backpack so badly. Alright, let's just see if there's a buried treasure map as well. Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything else here, so we'll just keep sailing. Yeah. Oh, I had a hunch there was something else. I knew there was. I was like, let me just check one more time before I leave. That's great. Yeah, here's the buried treasure. Okay, I'm glad I didn't give up. Alright, it's... Oh, wow, it's literally right here. Okay. There it is. Oh my god. That is so much iron. Man, I don't want to throw this stuff away, but I gotta make room for it. Alright, well, let's sleep, and then we'll get back in the boat. Although, there does seem to be a bit of plains over here. We could check this out. I just want something flat and expansive, and ideally with a mountain view. That'd be pretty. I've been looking for fun at homes for sale on Zillow, and just looking at, like, the most expensive ones, like, ones with crazy mountain views, and I've been finding some that have just absolutely ruined me, dude. Like, it's like all I want now is the most incredible mountain view, so that's why I'm always really craving that in Minecraft, because it's my favorite thing in the real world. Yeah, well, this is pretty. We've got a river going through some sort of plains peninsula. It says potential. I would just love to have a village nearby so that I could, like, turn that into Pelican Town from Stardew. Like I can sell all of my crops to the villagers. Oh, these are onions. Oh, sweet, dude. Let's go. Man, okay, we'll get rid of the furnace. I don't need that. But my inventory is getting way, way too full. I need a backpack. Might be able to find some cows in the plains and get some leather for my first backpack. Yeah, this could work. There's some structure over there in the cherry forest. I mean, it would have the mountain view as well, so that's pretty. Definitely has potential. I could always bring villagers back here. Oh, there's some cows. Okay. Let's go to work. Alright, I have 7 leather. That's 1 shy of what I need for the backpack. That's alright. I'm sure I can find another cow somewhere. I think these drop leather, right? Yeah. Okay. Sorry to do it to you. So we get the basic backpack, and then I can even do the iron backpack. There we go. Okay, this was very much overdue. Now we got some true inventory to work with. I think that's a pillager outpost in the cherry biome. And when there's a pillager outpost, there often is a village near it. So I'm feeling optimistic about this spot. Yeah, we got sheep, we got pigs. I saw chickens back there, so we'd have all the animals I need. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the village. I knew there would be one near the pillager outpost, so I could definitely settle over by that coast and then just bring the villagers back. But I'll explore around that. Maybe there's a more beautiful spot near the village that I don't know about yet. Well, before I go to the village, let's check out this pillager tower. Might as well do it since I'm here. Yeah, here it is. There's like a little camp in the cherry forest. That's pretty. Okay, I should be quick about this. I did not realize just how much damage I take. Okay, well, we got some onion crates. It's not bad. Nothing too special, though. So, where was the village? It's over there. Okay. Oh, there's an iron golem trapped. Wait, let's get him out. Come on out, Stanley. Can you turn these into just onions? Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait. There's 2 villages. You see that? There's one back there, and then there's one here. Okay. Property value just went up. This is definitely much more inland. I liked being by the coast over there, so I probably won't settle right on this village here. We'll see, though. I gotta check out what's around it. Alright, here we are. Oh, there's a lot of villagers hanging out. Oh, a saddle. Let's go, man. I'll happily take that. I would love to get a horse. I've not had one in a very long time. Alright, that was a decent little village, but let's check out the main village over there. That one has much better loot, usually. Like the castle in the middle always has ridiculous loot. Yeah, here, let me try to get a horse real quick. Come on, little fella. There we go. Oh, he is quick, too. Look at that, man. Sweet. Let me just sleep real quick. Can't really see anything. Yeah, that guy is fast. That's awesome. He's gonna make traveling across the plains really easy. Let me just go put my horse in the castle here so I don't lose track of him. God, there's 42 arrows in one chest. Oh my god. Oh, a whole tree in here. Yeah, villagers do not keep good care of this place. That is a lot of obsidian, bro. Got a whole portal. I was hoping to find some gold. I don't know if I can find it anywhere else. Unless there's maybe if there's a blacksmith. Let's see, is there? There's one right there. There's 2 right there. There's 3. Okay, there's 3. I should be able to find some gold. Okay, I've got a nugget. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's upgrade the backpack. I am low on inventory again. There we go. Okay, well I did not loot everything, but my inventory is basically completely maxed out, so I would say let's just start finding a place to build a base. Oh wow, there's another village over there. Yeah, so there's 3 villages here. There is coast right straight ahead. That could be a nice spot. That way I'm kind of more in the middle of all 3 of these things. I mean, right there is pretty too. I don't necessarily have to be on the water. It would just be kind of nice if I was. Let me just go check out that forest. Let me see what I've got. Yeah, there's not really anything super special about this spot. Let's just go back to where I was. Ooh, another ruin. Don't mind if I do. Oh my god, the baby wolf. That's so cute. That's quite a bobblehead. Alright, I just got a bunch of spruce, a bunch of oak, so I'm going to finish the house. I'm gonna try to loosely recreate the starter house from Stardew, like the little A-frame thing. Also, wait, I don't think I checked out this campsite yet. Is there any loot here? Yeah, it looks similar to the last one. Yeah, okay, I've got some potatoes. Let's just put that there for later. It's honestly pretty ridiculous that I already have that. Alright, so I'm kind of going for that little basic A-frame house that you start off with in Stardew, but I'm pretty sure the roof is kind of like red, you know, and I feel like I need acacia or brick or something like that for the roof. It's funny, the one time that I actually want acacia, I don't find a biome that has it. I feel like I'm always passing through it, but now I actually need it and I don't have it. So maybe I'll have to settle for brick, which I would find clay in a river. Let me just finish up this log storage part. There's like a left part of the house where you store firewood, I think. There, something like that. And then here we'll just put some of my belongings. It's really not spacious at all. You can have some furnaces right here, and then I think there was like a double window in the back. Okay, that's almost 3 stacks. So that, what would that be, 48 bricks? I don't think that would probably be enough though. I just wish I had acacia, man, because if I had that I could sprinkle both in and then I would definitely have enough. Okay, that's over 4 stacks now, so let's see if that'll work. Let's see, can you put clay in blast furnaces? No. Honestly, I do not find blast furnaces that good. They're just so restrictive in terms of what you can actually use them for. Like, a furnace can cook anything, and I think a blast furnace can only cook ore. So it's like, is that really worth it? And they're so expensive for what they are, you know? I took those for villages, so I didn't have to make them, but I don't think it's really worth it. Alright, got my first few pieces of stairs, so definitely not enough, but we'll lay the foundation of the roof. It's gonna all look really nice once it's done, but brick is really expensive for what it is. But I am actually completely out of iron, and I want to get started farming, but I don't have enough for a bucket. So let's go do a little bit of a mining trip. I've seen lots of caves around here. Should have some good opportunity. Got plenty of pickaxes that I've found throughout the villages, so we can mine for quite a bit. I've also noticed with the horse buff mod that I've installed, it gives some buffs to horses. I think it makes it so that they don't wander. Like, he's just been chilling in place, which is really nice. Like, it's so annoying when they just wander off. So this is my nether portal cave. That didn't go anywhere. But maybe I'll find some other cave. Yeah, this could lead somewhere. Never mind. Went absolutely nowhere. Okay, well those caves did not go anywhere. I want to find like a big cavern of sorts. I said this in a previous video, but I find that the vanilla cave generation is actually really good. And I'm always running Terralith and Tectonic. Like, I've very rarely not used those world gen mods in my videos, and while the surface is nice and the mountains are very impressive, the caves are actually, I think, better with vanilla. I'm finding plenty of coal, but not much iron at all. I'll have to go further down. I mean, I could go over to the mountains. There's always a ton of iron on the actual mountain. I could just take my horse over there. Let me just check this cave out, and then if I don't find anything, I'll go to the mountains. This might have some more potential. This looks like a proper cave. Maybe I could use copper for my roof as well. I know it oxidizes, but it kind of has like an orange tint to it. We'll see. I think you need to have honey to prevent it from being oxidized, which is pretty expensive. I don't have access to that right now. God, the 3rd creeper in this cave. Okay, well, as I thought, this cave did not really go anywhere, so I'm gonna have to go to the mountains. I could have sworn, though, that the plains tended to have pretty good caves. I thought I had said that forests were usually pretty bad in my experience for finding caves, and the plains were better, but Doesn't really seem the plains are really any different. That's okay. I know I can find ore in the mountains. Let's take the horse on an adventure. Gotta get a name tag for him. He is pretty quick, so we'll get there in no time. Man, this sure is super pretty. I love this world so far. There's another village. That's like the 4th one I found in this whole valley here. Yeah, here we go. These caves look much more promising already. Yeah, here we go. First pieces of iron. I probably should take my horse with me if I'm going to go up a cliff like this. Well, actually, let me explore this this cave first, right here. Whoa, okay. Yeah, now we're starting to get into the proper caves. Here, I've got a question for you. I just did a poll in my Discord server asking if I should film both survival content like this and creative content on my Minecraft server. Because the way that I've been doing it for quite a while now, you know, over a year probably, is I only film creative building content on the server, all the building with no plan videos. And then anytime I do a survival challenge like turning Minecraft into Stardew Valley or surviving 117 days in XYZ, that's always been in my own world. But I just threw out the idea of what if I did both on the server, you know? Like, I feel like there might be a couple of interesting challenges to consider with that. Our server, on the Minecraft server, the flowstate, for there to be that many players online, we have to use paper, or we really use folia, but it's basically paper. And paper is a type of Minecraft server that doesn't allow for mods. You can only have plugins. And in single player here, where I'm just in my own world, I can play on Fabric. And Fabric allows you to use all sorts of different mods, like the backpack mods or the content mods I use. Like, I don't know, there's not a ton of stuff that's exclusive to Fabric, but it would be noticeable if I was on the flowstate trying to play survival, you know? But I feel like that wouldn't be a huge concern, you know? I guess another thing to consider would be the fact that it's always running, you know, like the time doesn't stop when I log off like it does in single player. So if I wanted to do 117 days challenge, I would have to somehow keep track of how many days have elapsed. But like in your own world in single player, it's really easy to keep track of that kind of stuff because it's got the little day counter that pops up above the UI, and you know, there's no worry about the time elapsing while you're gone, like it pauses while you're offline. So I don't know, there might be a couple of things to consider, but I think it'd be fun because like I've been wanting to be on the flowstate a lot more than I have been, but just the way that I've designed my content, at least lately, is that I'll work on a build video on the server, but then when I have to work on a survival video, I can't be on at the same time. You know, I can't be there in 2 places at once. But if I just filmed everything, all of my content on the server, then I would basically be always online, which might be good for engagement and just saying hello, that kind of stuff. So let me know what you think about that. If you'd like to see me do more content on the server. I mean, some people might say that they like the survival content because it is just me. There's no other interactions or distractions, and it might be less relaxing if there's more people online. But I feel like on the server, if I was filming survival content, I would still mostly be doing my own thing. It would just be like the occasional running through the world and coming across another player and being like, hey, what's up, dude? And like saying hello and then just continuing on. So I don't think it would be like a big shift in the vibe. It would just be like I would be online on the server, you know? But yeah, just let me know your thoughts on that. I'm launching the 4th season of the flowstate on January 3rd, so by the time I post this, that's probably just like 3 weeks away. So, you know, I want to have some sort of unique selling point going into season 4. Like every season has something different going for it, and that might be a pretty big change if I'm on the server like almost every single day because I'm filming both types of content on the server. So yeah, just let me know. And I guess, you know, while I'm talking about it, if you want to be there for the launch of Season 4, like you want to be a part of this, the link is in the description. I linked the flowstate in all of my video descriptions, so if you're ever curious about how to join, you can just click on that. But it is going to be so hyped, dude. I think when I launched Season 3, I was at like 180,000 subscribers, and by the time I post this, I'm probably closer to 280, so it's probably going to be even bigger than last time. I heard a skeleton around the corner. Where is he? There he is. Oh. Oh, no. Nope. Not today. Not today, bro. I hate charged creepers with a passion. I kept hearing footsteps and I was like debating like, oh, I'll just keep mining down here. But if that bro fell on my head, I would have been cooked. So I'm glad that I checked. Oh, bro, he domed me. He was ready to go. God, this guy is pre-firing me. I've gotten a ton of coal, but really not much iron at all. I mean, 43 raw iron is good, but I'm gonna run out of that pretty quickly as I make more pickaxes. I really want more like 2 stacks. Oh, God, man. Oh, here's some iron, finally. What is this? This looks weird. Whoa, wait, what? Is that water? I've been in the caves this whole time. Oh, that must be a, an outdoor river of some sort. Have I been up there? Look, there's a torch. Oh, okay. God, it's bright. Alright, well, I mean, that might be a good thing, because my pickaxe is just about to break, and I've gotten a decent amount of iron. Not a ton, but it's a good start. I mainly came over here for iron for my buckets, so let's just grab the horse. There he is, up there, and then we'll go home. Is that my house over there? It's such a flat expanse. I want to fill this out a lot with crops. Make like a massive field of onions and wheat and stuff like that. If this is to become my mine shaft area, you know how there's like a mine spot in Stardew, then it would be good to build a bridge so I don't have to like constantly come down here and go around and all that. I'd like to make things pretty spread out in this world, like not just build all of the storage facility in one spot or like all of the mine shaft in one spot. Like, it'd be nice to spread it out. Oh, there's a pillager raid right there. I'm like a Mongolian horse archer. They can't catch me. Did I get the banner? Where is it? There it is. I think you can put these on your horse, right? Yeah, there we go. That looks sick. Okay, I am back to my very unfinished home. Looks like the clay has smelted up nicely. Yeah, I gotta put the roof on this thing. Yeah, dude, this house, like, I built it because I want it to look like the Stardew house. Like, it's kind of the same design, but it's just so small. Like, I remember playing Stardew and thinking, like, man, this starter house sucks. And I would put all my stuff across the front lawn, just throw it out here, and, you know, because the house is so small. But maybe I could do like a ladder down here and make a basement. I can expand it. I only have 48 bricks, but I have some more cooking. I just really wish I had Acacia. It would look so good too. Like an Acacia roof mixed in with brick. I mean, there's no way I've spotted anything, right? There's no Acacia over there. I mean, I could explore, but I kind of just went exploring, so I'd rather just farm for now. We'll worry about the aesthetics later. Of course, I settled quite far away from any water. Guess we'll have to go down to the river. There we go. Okay, so if the map that I keep in my brain at all times of the Stardew map, there's a little pond, like right around here to the right of the house. So I'll just put something like right here. I mean, this is not going to be a one-to-one recreation of the Stardew world, let me be clear, but I just want there to be like loose references to the stuff that goes on in that game. Like I'll build the Star Drop Saloon loosely. I'll build the dock, you know, down by the ocean where Willy lives and all that. Alright, that should be good. And then before I start actually putting down farmland, I want to put some pathways down just to frame it out. I want to have some pathways going to that village, maybe one going out towards the mine over there. You know, one going to the forest over there, that kind of stuff. God, man, it is such a beautiful view, by the way. Like, this spot is gorgeous. My God. This is the kind of view I want to have in my own house whenever I get around to doing that in real life. Yeah, let's get a bunch of shovels and we'll put some paths down. Let's go to bed first, though. Okay, I'm making good progress. I don't really know where this is going to lead, but I just wanted it to turn to the left and go somewhere out that way. I'm not going to do like a entire world map here, like a huge network already. I'm just getting started. Alright, well I'm all out of shovels, but that's pretty cool looking. I like how the path meanders and curves left and right, and it looks cool. So now I'm going to start laying down some actual farms, because now I've got the road to define the edge a little bit, but I can have farms right on the edge of the road now. I'll start by my house, though. I want my entire house to be covered by farms. I made sure to leave in a couple of these grass blocks and coarse dirt. I think that just adds a little bit of variation to the path, makes it feel more worn down. Alright, well, it's not done, but I can see the future with this house. It looks very quaint. Alright, well, let's get to bed. Got some more bricks out of the furnace. Let's see if this is anything worth mentioning. Got 25 bricks. That could be enough to finish it. Alright, not quite, but I've got another stack of bricks cooking, so that'll be another 16 blocks. That probably isn't going to be enough, though. I'm going to have to get some more clay. That's alright, though. We're getting close. Yeah, and looking at it from above, I am going to want to have structures, you know, like I want to have a barn, different sheds, like how you would have in Stardew, but like, you know, like a cow spot, or like I probably won't have a lot of pastures, you know. Maybe I will, but I just want to make sure I can leave room for animal barns and that kind of stuff. So maybe I'll pencil in some stuff with cobblestone, just like foundations of where I'll put future buildings. This has been like the main road here. This is a 3-block wide path, but I think I'm gonna have some side paths that are just like 2 blocks wide, like this. Yeah, like that. So now I have a 2-block pathway. It's like a secondary road off of the main road. And then this patch here, I'm going to put some sort of wheat field or potato field or something. God, this is going to look so good, man. I don't want to rush this video at all. I hope that I can make this like the Turbo Chungus video that I've been wanting to make, like 6 hours or something, and really maximize this world to its potential. Because I can totally see how this valley could just be absolutely massive, just sprawling with buildings and farms and stuff. Alright, so let's get the first farm. I'll do wheat, because I've got a lot of seeds, and we'll just get some farmland going. Alright, another good day's work. The farm is expanding. It's going to take a while to fill this whole place out, but it's going to look great when it's done. Let's see, I got some more brick. Let me see if this is enough to finish the roof. I really doubt it. It's probably not enough. Yeah, not quite, but almost there. I need more for this side of the roof too, the part that covers the wood shed, so we'll just take our horse down to the river and get some more. Wait, what? Why is there a villager out here? Oh, it's the vagabond guy. Did he wander all the way over from the ruins? Where is bro going? Yeah, he's another one of those like weird trade guys. Yeah, let's go put him back. Come with me. This, if you don't know, it's the mod Carry On. That's what it's called. You can pick up mobs. It's so helpful. Alright, go back to your house. Dude, the side eye. Did you see that? Alright, that's almost 2 stacks of clay, so that should definitely be enough to finish the roof. Gosh, that is so pretty, man. What is that? It's like a finger coming out of the ground. Alright, let's get back to the house, let's finish up the roof, and then we'll assess what to work on next. Just looking at my inventory, I am thinking I probably should build a shed soon. Like, the house is pretty lore accurate to Stardew, if I do say so myself, but I can tell that I'm gonna very quickly outgrow it. Maybe I could add a basement first, and then we could build a shed. Sure is such a beautiful spot, though, man. I let the chunks generate a little bit more, and that mountain range popped into view. It's so cool. Alright, here we are. So, let's cook up the clay. Yeah, you can tell there's just not a lot of space in this house. I mean, it's cool, it's cute, it's quaint, but I'm gonna have to at least have a basement down here. In fact, while this is cooking, let me work on that. I guess I could maybe have a trapdoor ladder, like right here. I don't think I have room for a staircase. Alright, this is a decent sized basement. It's not really pretty yet, but if I get some stone bricks and whatnot, I can turn that into a nice storage facility. But let's see, this might be enough bricks to finish it up now. Got 8 bricks here, that might be enough. Okay, not quite, but I just need a few more pieces. We'll get some slabs on the top of here, so Almost done. I suppose I could even have a loft bedroom instead of having the bed down here. That could save some room. Let's adjust this ladder. Like maybe we have a ladder right here, and then we have a floor up here with trapdoors. Alright, it's a little bit dingy, but I think this works, so I just kind of stacked everything on top of each other. We got the bed right there on top of the chests, we got a window there, some more chests up here, so this can work. So now I've got a little bit more room to work with right there. We can have some more furnaces, because this smelting setup is really not going to be enough. Only problem is these trapdoors did get rid of my item frames. I don't think I can have item frames on here. Like if I do this, I can't place them because the trapdoors are in the way. So maybe I could do it on the side. Well, no, I don't think I can do that either. I'll figure it out later. Oh, I can't open these chests now though. I can open that one, but not this one. It's because I got this crafting table here. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Alright, now we should have enough bricks. Okay, so the main roof is done. I did forget that I have to have a roof covering this wood shed here, so that still is in progress, but that's the main thing I was worried about, just getting the whole house done. Sweet, man. So let's see what I've got going on here. We've got a farm that I can expand. I don't have enough seeds to fill it out quite yet, so it's still, the farm is still growing down there. But we could expand the pathway, we could add a shed. I probably don't need that now that I've got the basement. Like maybe I'll add the shed later. I guess I've got a decent amount of iron and coal, but not a lot. I haven't done a major mining trip yet, so we could work on that. I don't feel like I really need to engage with the villager trading quite yet, because that's more like long-term, where I want to like bring crops to the village and sell them for a profit and all that. So yeah, I would say we could start, maybe finish the path going out towards the mine, build a bridge like I was talking about, and then do a more major mining trip. Although I suppose, like if I'm trying to do a somewhat faithful recreation of the Stardew map, the mine would be out that way. Like the house is here, the farm is there, and then to the right is Pelican Town, and then above the town, more like that direction, would be the mine. So I don't know if it makes a ton of sense to have the mine out that way. I guess I could have two mines. I could do that. Let's just keep going with this for now. I can always add a secondary mine later. But actually, before I even do this, I was talking about building a bridge. And yeah, I've got some wood here, so I can make a little simple bridge. Alright, yeah, so I only have the path going a little bit this way, but I could pretty quickly reach the mountains. Oh, it's a blood moon tonight? Oh, great. That's the first one I've encountered so far. That means that you can't sleep, and that mob spawning is a lot higher. So, maybe I shouldn't be out here at night. Made a lot of good progress though today. Look at that. Gone all the way from the house over there. It's a deceptively far distance. I thought it was going to be quicker, but there's such a massive plains here. Alright, well, maybe I'll dig a mine shaft, a temporary one, underneath my house, just so I don't have to be outside at night, because blood moons are no joke. Jeez. I really gotta get some lanterns and fences and torches and stuff out here. Alright, get inside, get inside. I don't have a door yet. Okay, let's just do that for now. I don't have any windows either. Oh my god, I am so not prepared for this. Yeah, let's get some sand cooking. Let's get some windows. I don't think they can jump up. Oh, god. Okay, so there's a skeleton over there. Quite a few mobs outside. Yeah, not the best place to be during a blood moon. Alright, well yeah, just for fun, I'll make a staircase going down just to get rid of some of the time. So maybe like right here. Oh, did I already hit a cave? Wait, I've been here before. Oh, it's my nether portal cave. Oh, okay. Alright, now it's day. Now we can get back to work. Let's try out the new path. This looks nice, man. Alright, well I've finally reached the river, so I'm gonna have to build some sort of wooden bridge. I don't know if I have quite enough wood. I can start something. Cats are so fucking dumb, man. The cat whines to come in my room, and then he whines to go out, and then he whines to come back in. Pick a side, dude. Okay, well, not my proudest bridge. It's definitely not detailed, but this is fine. I honestly don't even have enough wood to finish it with the detail that I would want, so it's not a big deal. I'll make this look pretty later. I'll just finish the path going up to the mountain, and then we can go mining. Okay, so there's the mine down there. I'm wondering if I should have a secondary bridge. I mean, I've got the bridge over there, and then it comes up the hill, but I don't know. I mean, I could just do another staircase, maybe? Like, it doesn't really make sense to have the bridge going out that way, because it's just going to go down, you know? Let's just do a staircase. Okay, finally reached the mines. That was a long time coming, man. So that's a pretty janky mountain staircase, but it'll do. So I've got the pathway hooked up all the way from my base out to here, and then from here, I feel like with the Stardew mine, it's not like a staircase in the mines, right? There's like a ladder system where you go down each level until you get to like level 120 or something like that in the mines, and you're always using the ladder. So I could just start a ladder right here, right? And just have the ladder go down. Got a fair amount of wood still. I won't have this go all the way down just from one ladder. Like, I'll have different offshoots and pathways. I want it to be a little bit aesthetic, you know? Whoa. What did I just dig into? Oh, it's the water cave. Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, I guess this will need to be the first offshoot that I make, because we're not going to go straight into the water. Alright, well, this will have to do. We'll just start another ladder right here. Oh, my cat wants to go out of my room once again. Here, let me get this man on the mic. Come on, say what you want to say. Meow. So much to say. Ooh, what? There's cobblestone here. Is there a dungeon? Here's some spiders. Oh yeah, there's a cave up here. What's going on here? Oh god. It's like 5 spiders. Oh! Okay. I have a bow. We can deal with them this way. Jeez. This must be like a spider cave of some sort. Alright, that wasn't too bad. This must be the infested cave biome. That's probably what it is. Yeah, there's like mossy cobble and cobblestone in this biome. Oh wow, we're already at deep slate. Okay. Oh, that's a cave spider. That was terrible. I missed like 4 arrows. Okay, let's get a little bit secure here. That was bad, man. Oh my god. Just popped out of thin air. I sure am finding a lot of gold. I could make some sort of railway system with powered rails. Oh, jeez. God, the spiders in this cave are crazy. Ooh, lapis. Let's go. I have quite a few levels. I would love to get an enchantment table. I'm kind of hoping I find some diamonds and a lava lake for obsidian. But we'll see. I don't have a ton of materials left. Like, I'm kind of getting low on food. It's like a glow ink farm going on here. What is this? Don't mind if I do. Oh, jeez. Thought I heard something. Here we go. Okay, so there's a lava lake down there. There's got to be some diamonds around here. Oh wait, yeah, look. I just saw them in the corner of my eye. Sweet. Alright, let's start utilizing this backpack a little bit better. So if I can get those diamonds, then I just gotta find some water. Oh, God. I'm really getting low on food, though. I gotta stop taking damage like that. Only have a few pieces of bread left. It says diamonds right there. Wow, there's more right there, too. Alright, can't complain. Gotta be very careful not to get knocked off the edge, though. I do have a bucket, so I just gotta find a water source. Alright, let's get some diamonds. Alright, looks like we got 5. That's a pretty good amount. What is all that over there? Is there water? I think those are just cobwebs from the infested cave. Alright, well I might have to go up to get water and then come back down, but I've got 5 diamonds, which is all I need. Probably a good thing too, because I have a single loaf of bread left. Oh, more diamonds. Let's go. God, more diamonds? I know I said I was going to go up, but I just saw a cave that I wanted to explore, and it's proven pretty fruitful so far. Yeah, we got 10 diamonds, and I don't even have fortune yet. Alright, well that's the end of the cave. I just wanted to explore that, so now we can go up. Alright, here we are. Home sweet home. So, let's see where I left off. I still don't have enough bricks to finish the wood shed. I really just need to get that over with so I can have my house fully complete. Let's just put the valuables away first. Alright, well it's nighttime now, so... How do I get... I forgot I had this loft up here. Let's sleep in an actual bed for once. So, it's day 21. It might be worth just getting some more clay. Just get it over with so I can finish the house. I really would love to expand the farm. Looks like the crops have grown a little bit. Oh, I never actually finished the pathway. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know it just stopped here. That's fine. I'll build a bridge out here eventually. Oh, wait, there's lava right here. Oh, sweet. I don't even have to deal with going back down into the mines. Alright, well I'll get the clay first because I don't even have diamonds on me right now, but that's great. I thought I was going to have to go all the way back down there and it was going to be a whole trek, but that'll be pretty quick. So we need a decent amount of clay. I'm looking to get some slabs for the brick shed. Alright, I think this should be enough now. Where'd my horse go? There he is. Oh wait, that's not my horse. Wait, what? Where did I put him? Oh, there's a pillager raid right there. Oh, he's down there. That's funny. Tried to ride the wrong horse. Should I try to get that raid? I don't have any arrows, I don't think. I have 4. That might be enough. Here, we'll just have them hit each other. Yeah, there's several lava lakes throughout these plains, so I definitely don't have to go back to the mines. I didn't get a ton of iron, though, during that trip, which was kind of the main thing that I was after, so I'll do some more mining trips later. Yeah, but food has been a major problem. I gotta see if I have some in here. Let's see, I've got a bunch of hay bales. I have some raw beef. Okay. Cook up some clay, and then we'll cook up some beef. Okay, so I have 10 diamonds, and I also have some emeralds, so pretty sure I can get the enchantment table, a diamond pickaxe, and I can get the diamond backpack. So right now I've got the gold one, right? Yeah, so I can get the bejeweled backpack here. That gives me a ton of space to work with. And then I've got 6 remaining, so I only need 3 for the pickaxe and 2 for the table. So we got enough for everything. That was a really good mining trip. I found a lot of diamonds. Only thing is that I don't yet have a, I don't have any books. You know, I don't have like a sugarcane farm or anything like that. So I'm going to have pretty low level enchantments, but it's fine. I do think it would be fun to build the wizard tower. Like how, you know, there's the wizard tower NPC house in Stardew, and I could put the enchantment table in that. Like more off in that distance. God, man, the mountains look so imposing. They're so cool looking. Alright, let's get I only need 4 pieces because I've already got my portal. Alright, there we go. I actually realized I don't even know if I have enough for a single book, because I do need 1 for the table. Although there is that village right there, right? And they sometimes have the observatory. I think I can see it over there. And I think those have bookcases in them. Let me go check that out, because I might not even have to make my own sugarcane farm. Oh, I do have bad omen, though. Let me make sure to get some milk first. I do not want to trigger a raid. There's got to be some cows around here, right? Yeah, here we are. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's go see if I can find some bookcases. Yeah, I think this building has bookcases in it. Yeah, here we go. There's a few back in here. It's not going to be enough for one setup, but I might be able to find more buildings like this. I guess I never did loot this village. That's surprising. Yeah, let's see if there's another one in this village, and I can also check the one over by my mine. I don't see another one in this town. Okay. There might be bookcases in the castle. In these chests, maybe? Yeah, here we go. Sweet. Oh my god, that is so much food. Alright, well, that's a pretty good haul. Let's just check the other village, too. Yeah, there's an observatory up there. Ooh, those are pretty good boots, actually. Well, it has minus 20% speed, but the feather falling and the hops are pretty good. Hops gives you a jump boost, but I can do better than that. Oh wow, this is cool. It's like a ruin that's generated within the castle wall, so you can just walk right in. Alright, so let's just check that, the room, like I did up in the tower. And then, I should have enough bookcases. Oh, I did not loot this one yet. Ooh, diamond, let's go. Yeah, here we are. Alright, well not bad at all. I think I have enough for a level 30 setup, which is pretty crazy, given that I didn't have to make a sugarcane farm or a cow farm. I still probably will make those down the road, just for the sake of, you know, doing the Stardew theme, but it's kind of nice to have the full enchantment setup ready to go. So, let's go back to the base, right? And we'll enchant some stuff, and then I really want to expand the farm. I haven't paid enough attention to that. We could make like a sweet berry vineyard and plant some trees. I think trees will really elevate the farm. So let's see. I probably will put the enchantment setup downstairs because it's just not really big enough up there. And then this will just be temporary, and we can move this to the wizard tower later when I build that. So let's see. I've got 7 bookcases here, and then I can use all these books to finish it off. There we go. And then we can make the enchantment table like this. And then we just need some lapis. I don't have a ton of lapis, but it should be enough to get me going. And so I only have enough XP for 1 of these level 30 enchantments. So I'll probably put this on my pickaxe. Efficiency 4, it's probably fine, right? Okay, well, I was hoping for unbreaking, but that's fine. We got efficiency and siphon. So what else? I could enchant just some random tools and armor. I mean, level 2 enchantments aren't bad. Oh wow, nimble and depth strider. That's pretty good. Alright, well, I mean, it's a pretty basic, you know, starter setup. Like I'm not getting any crazy enchantments, and it's a very ugly, dingy basement, but that's a good start. Yeah, and look, I'm pretty quick now with nimble. Like, it's not a massive difference, but I mean, honestly, that's a pretty big jump. Like, I'm zooming. Look at that. Only downside is you consume more saturation, but I think it's worth it. So let's get to bed, and then tomorrow we will expand the farm. Hops 3. Ooh. That could be good to put on my boots. Let's repair them too. Here we go. Man, I've got some good boots. Look at me jump. Yeah. Hops is such a good building enchantment. Like, look at that. It just makes it so easy to get on top of your builds and get to spots that you've been working on. Speaking of which, let me see if I have enough bricks for the woodshed. Let's see, I've got 16 blocks. And then I can turn these into slabs. Let me just take stock of my design here. So I think this will all just be a slab roof. And yeah, I probably have enough now, I think. Let's see. Let's turn this all into slabs. Okay, only took like 45 minutes or an hour to build my starter house, but that is my fairly faithful recreation of the Stardew starter house. I think it looks pretty cute, pretty quaint, so now let's turn back to the actual farm. I definitely did not really focus on this much. I mean, I've got a good start here. We've got a nice pathway that's turning this into one little module of farming, but I probably want to start adding more paths that are meandering about, have one going out towards that forest. And I'll create some patches for carrots and onions. Let's just see what crops I have already. I've got onions, I've got carrots, I've got potatoes, pumpkins, beetroot. Wow, I've got a lot of stuff actually. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start with probably potatoes and carrots, maybe onions. I don't want to get every single farm in. I want to pace myself. I guess if I want to loosely adhere to the layout of the Stardew map, then my farm should actually stop right about here where this pond is, you know? Like, there's definitely a layout to the map of the game. If you haven't played the game, the farm usually stops right about here, and then, like, the town is over that way. So Maybe I'll just focus on expanding the farm this direction. I mean, it is Minecraft. I can bend the rules a little bit, but I want it to somewhat look like the game map. So maybe I'll have another path going this way. Have it curve out in this direction. I actually don't have any oak left, and I am very low on slabs to build pathways with. I'll take a quick trip to the forest over here. Oh, good lord. That dude was hiding. What a jump scare. I think he was holding an egg, too. This is so quick. Oh my god, dude. Okay, well, I've expanded the farm quite a bit. I'm not done with this potato patch yet because I'm running out of iron for the iron hose, but it looks pretty good, doesn't it? One thing that I've been thinking about, though, for this to be a somewhat faithful recreation of Stardew, is that the farm not only has the tiny little pond over there, like the one up there by my house that I've been filling up my buckets with, but there's also a pretty massive lake in the middle of the farm, like more right here probably. So, I mean, honestly, though, I don't have that much iron, and I don't want to keep blowing through it and spending it on shovels and tools like that until I get a more sustainable source of that, like trading with villagers for tools. So I could either start trading the wheat that I've gotten, or I could start a more permanent mining trip kind of a thing. I mean, I got this pickaxe, but it doesn't have Unbreaking or Fortune on it, which kind of sucks. I don't really want to go mining without at least one of those enchantments. I'm just wondering, what would be a good source of XP right now? What would be a good way to rank up fast? Probably trading sticks with Fletchers, if I had to guess. I could finish the pathway leading to that village and then start trading with Fletchers. We could do that. I've got the wood to build a fairly impromptu bridge, so we could do that next. Alright, yeah, it's not too much farther to extend the path. Alright, let's build another amazing piece of architecture here. Oh my god, having the nimble enchantment on my boots is almost the same thing as having swift sneak. Like, look how fast this is. Alright, we made it to the village. So now, I want to get some fletching tables. So I gotta get some gravel for flint. Let's just go down to the river. Yeah, there's plenty right there. Wow, look at me go underwater. I forgot I had depth strider too. Alright, well I've got 8 flint. That should be enough. The only problem I've noticed is that this village, along with all the other villages honestly, none of them are surrounded by a forest. I mean, there's forest in the distance, but I'll just have to hike some wood back and forth and make like a whole trip out of it, you know? It'd be nice if these villages were just integrated with the forest, but what can you do? I suppose I could plant trees around these villages, but that's going to take some time. So this should help me rank up pretty quickly, back to level 30. Okay, there's level 30. Didn't take too long, so I'm pretty sure back at my base though, I only have 2 diamonds left, because I spent a lot of it on other stuff. That's not enough to make another pickaxe, but I could theoretically rank up a toolsmith here to the diamond, you know, like master tier and buy a diamond pickaxe. That might take a while, but that's probably quicker than trying to find some new diamonds. I've already got this guy ranked up a tiny bit, but not a lot. But I feel like this is my best option, so we'll just trade a bunch of tools away. I'll use all these shovels and hoes to expand the farm later, I suppose. But yeah, as you can see, I've actually decided to just plant trees around here. I feel like that would just be faster, so it'd be nice to fully forest this area. This is not going to be my recreation of Pelican Town, though. I'll build something more aesthetic. This is just for efficiency for now. Oh my god, look at that radius of the diamond hoe. I forgot that the higher tier the tool is, the more radius it gets for like clearing an area. What is that, like 5 by 5? That's crazy. That's gonna make farming so much more efficient over there. Yeah, and see, hops is so useful for stuff like that, where you're trying to get to like a hard to reach place. You normally have to like bridge up and it would be annoying. You can just jump up there like this. So nice. Okay, well it took a while, it took a lot of tree chopping and trading, but we finally have the diamond pickaxe trade unlocked with the toolsmith. So that's actually a pretty good enchantment to begin with. Efficiency 2 and unbreaking 2, that's pretty good. So I could buy 2 of these, I believe. Wow, 2 exactly. And so I could either just use these in the mines, or I could put them in the grindstone, get rid of them, and enchant them with level 30. And I'm probably going to do that, because that way I can get a super, super good pickaxe. Oh, what the f- Is that charged creeper? My god, was that like a warning shot? Alright, well, we'll bid the village farewell for now. That was pretty good. We've really transformed it with the forest now. It looks pretty different. Well, we'll come back to that later. For now, I want to go into the mines. I spent actually every single bit of my iron, I'm pretty sure, on iron axes and stuff over there, so I really do need to go back to the mines. There's my horse. He's still here. It's so nice that they don't wander off now. I think that's from the horse buff mod. Well, it looks like there's not been a lot of growth in the farm. I think this is outside of the simulation distance technically, so if I'm standing in the village, none of these chunks are loaded, like they're not ticking, you know? Yeah, because the potatoes over there look the exact same as earlier, which I guess in its own way is kind of nice, because sometimes I get worried about the village over there, and if I'm staying up late in this house and I'm worried if like zombies are going to get to the villagers over there, but if the simulation distance doesn't cover, like it doesn't go that far, then they'll be fine, right? But anyways, let's disenchant these pickaxes and then try to get some better enchantments. Pretty sure, yeah, I've got 2 grindstones here. So we'll do this and that. So we can get siphon. I already have that on this pickaxe, so I guess we'll just re-roll. Efficiency 4. That could be good. I just really need unbreaking. There we go, dude. That's what I was looking for. So I'll probably still enchant this one. Maybe I could even get fortune. That'd be amazing. Only have a few pieces of lapis left. Silk touch. That could be interesting. That would mean that I couldn't get any ore. Or, I mean, I could, but then I'd have to smelt it, which isn't ideal. But silk touch would be great for building. Let's not do it. Let's do something else. Let's see if we can get fortune. Alright, well, if I reroll one more time, I'm going to run out of lapis for this enchantment, so let's just go with unbreaking 3. Okay, so this one has blazing on it. That's actually interesting, because that would automatically smelt ore that I mine, like iron ore immediately turns into iron ingots. So that could be good, because both of these have efficiency 4 unbreaking 3, except this one has blazing on it, so it's a straight up better. So yeah, let's go with that. And these are all common. Okay, so they all have pretty bad modifiers. That's okay. So it's pretty expensive, 7 levels, but I think this will be worth it. And this one I could save for later. Maybe this will become my silk touch pickaxe or whatever. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, let's just empty the inventory and then we'll prepare to go mining. Yeah, I bought a lot of tools from the villagers. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to expand my chest here for my tools. I'm definitely gonna outgrow this house quickly, but it's cute. It's a good starter house. Alright, let's get to bed and then we'll go back to the mountains. Alright, another beautiful day, day 32. So let's go mining. Forgot to mention, by the way, but it is summertime now. The seasons have changed. It might look a little bit more lush and green, so that's cool. It changes the speed of crops as well, so certain crops grow faster or slower depending on the season, and then when winter comes it'll obviously snow, which is pretty cool. Man, look at the mountains. I was saying that about that mountain range over there too. It's just so dramatic and beautiful. I would like to go exploring at some point. I haven't really left the valley, aside from when I initially found this place. I feel like the other side of that cherry biome would be a cool spot for something. Or I just have a feeling there's something cool out there. There's the amazing bridge. I'll have to spruce this up eventually. Alright, here we are, so you stay put, and we'll go mining. Jeez. Oh, it's a cave spider. Wow, this bow is good. That was like a one-shot for that cave spider. Okay, so check this out. I'll mine this iron ore, and then it's all turned into iron ingots. That's so good, dude. Wait, and if I mine stone, it's immediately turned into, like, actual stone. Wait, that's so good. That's basically just like silk touch, right? Yeah, look at that. I'm gaining stone. That's awesome. I guess then what would be the difference between silk touch and that? I guess maybe if you picked up ore, like if you wanted to just pick up straight up like iron ore with blazing, you couldn't, it wouldn't work like silk touch because it would just turn it into ore. But I don't care about that. I don't care about picking up the ore itself, so this is basically the best of both worlds. That's great. The only thing that would have made this even better is fortune, but it's not a big deal. Alright, so the main thing that I'm after is obviously more diamonds, but also lots of iron. It's so nice that I have siphon on this thing too, so it goes straight in your inventory instead of flopping around. You have to go like fetch after it down there. And like hops makes it so easy to get up this. Like, it's just so good. Oh, what was that? I saw a creeper and some potion effects. Oh, good lord. He was just waiting there. Oh, was he stuck in the cobweb? He must have been. That was weird. My sword just broke, but it's not a big deal because I've got the automatically smelted iron ingots. Oh, and it's epic too. Let's go. This would be a great thing to put in the enchantment table. I haven't honestly gotten a level 30 sword in a long time. I don't really get this far with the enchantments, if I'm being honest, because normally I'm playing with level Z, that skill mod that I think I mentioned at the start of the video. I'm not using it in this video though, and normally it takes forever to get to the point where you can enchant stuff, and so I just don't really engage with the enchantment mechanic that much. But now that I'm not using that mod, it's really nice to be able to use the enchantments relatively early on in the game. God, I hate these cave spiders. They're so quick. Oh, no. Absolutely not, dude. Absolutely not. Not a charge creeper sneaking up on me. Oh my god. And he has potion effects. You see that? Good lord, that would have been terrible. Gosh, I do not have a good history with charge creepers, let me tell you, dude. God, what is with all these potion effects creepers? I don't know what that red stuff does. I had a feeling there was something sneaking up on me. Good thing I checked. I was about to go mine that zinc. Not today, fool. I just had that feeling. Oh, more lapis. Good. I've been needing that. I'm completely out. Oh, let's go. Finally. Been looking for some diamonds. Wow, 4. That's pretty good. Not too bad for not having fortune. I've been wanting to make a diamond sword. Ooh, more diamonds. Wow, quite a bit too. I've been finding a lot of like larger diamond veins. Oh, I can juke them out with the hops. Oh, good lord. Why are there so many skeletons over there? Ooh, more diamonds. Oh, jeez. Gosh, I'm finding a lot. Oh, wow. Is this a 10 vein? I don't know how many I had before, but gosh, 20 diamonds, that's crazy. I might honestly come up on the surface with enough to make a full suit. Yet another skeleton. Oh, he's fighting someone else. Alright, don't mind me. I don't think I've ever encountered this many skeletons in one mining trip. This is ridiculous. Oh, that's a tiny skeleton. Oh, it's a charge creeper. Okay. I'm gonna go. God, every time I see those things, they scare me. I'll be able to comment on that. So these caves linked up somehow. I've been over that way. Not really sure how, but okay. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. I just fell right on top of him. That could have been really bad. Wait, is this the original lava lake? Oh, it must be. That must be how the caves linked up, right? Yeah, there's my staircase thing up there. Oh wow, okay. So it's like a giant circle I just went in. I've been meaning to explore this lava lake. I never did get those diamonds. Right over there. We could explore this. And just use my trusty water bucket. Just one. Okay. That's fine. Alright, well, here's the haul so far. I've got a pretty good amount of iron. That was the main thing I was after, but I got a ridiculous amount of diamonds. So I feel like at this point, I could just go up. We could get some more iron later, or honestly, mine for iron on the surface in the mountains. That's a pretty good place to find it. So we can head up now. That was a really good haul. I didn't even have Fortune 3. I got like half a stack of diamonds. I'll probably keep this suit of armor until it breaks, but that's good to know that I can make a full suit of diamond armor now. Yeah, my valuables chest is already filled to the max. I feel like the next thing I should work on is building a shed. You know how they have those in Stardew? And you know, you tend to like fill it up with furnaces or barrels or whatever you want just for storage. That's probably the next logical thing to build here. I guess for now, I could double up this chest here. Might cover up the window, but I just have to do that for now. Alright, yeah, I put all my stuff away, so I guess maybe left of this wheat field, that could be a good spot for my first secondary building. We'll probably do some sort of storage shed, so let's get started on that. Oh my god, that's a crazy bow. What? Sure, I won't complain. I know I said I was about to build the shed, but I was wanting to enchant my bow. That's crazy. But actually, I was giving it some thought, and, you know, I think this roof, it's just a little bit too samey with the brick, you know? And if I am to build a shed, like over there or wherever, I really would rather have Acacia to mix in there, you know? And I've been talking about exploring beyond that cherry biome, so I might explore before I build the shed. I just want to get a little bit more, you know, variety in my building blocks, and the bricks honestly took a lot of effort to get, and it'd be nice to mix in like half of that with Acacia. So I have no idea if there's an Acacia biome over there, but I'm gonna just check it out, see what I can find. You know, let's test out the bow. That's crazy. This is such a good bow. And it cooks the meat? Oh man. I guess because it has flame on it. That's so nice. Oh, I should have enchanted my sword too. Alright, hold on. I think once I build the shed, I will move all of my items in there, and then after that we'll do some farms, because I really want to expand the farm. I haven't paid a ton of attention to it so far. The early game has been more about getting all these tools, but I think I'm in a good place now. Sharpness 3? I'll go for that, sure. I mean, even with Distant Horizons, I cannot spot an Acacia biome anywhere. I already came from that direction. That was spawn. So I'm just gonna hope I can find one. I might be out here for a while, though. You wanna know something crazy, dude? I was watching a video from Charlie today, you know, Penguin Zero, and he was comparing his Twitch revenue with his YouTube revenue, because he streams on both platforms. And I always thought that Twitch was like the place to be as a streamer, and I think it still technically is, but something interesting that I hadn't really thought about ever was Charlie said that once a stream has finished and it becomes a VOD, it's actually incredible on YouTube. Because I guess YouTube is the platform obviously more optimized for long form videos than any other platform. And he was comparing the stats of his VODs on Twitch and YouTube. And on Twitch, VODs are basically meaningless. No one watches the VODs there. But he had a stream that made $84,000 from just playing, I think, Starfield. It was crazy. And it made me think about revisiting the conversation about streaming. Not that I ever even remotely expect to get to that level. I mean, I think he's like one of the #1 streamers in the world. But just the mere fact that you could do just like 3 or 4 hours of basic streaming and that the revenue could be that good on YouTube. I had never thought about it like that. Because like the actual streaming on YouTube, I've watched a lot of Ludwig's content about this, and people say that the streaming part is pretty bad. Like you go to Twitch if you want to have like the stream experience for like, I don't know, like the sub culture is bigger on Twitch. People are more inclined to sub. But once the stream is concluded, it's a lot better on YouTube, it seems. I mean, Charlie said that really, if you're going to stream, you should do it on both platforms and do multi-streaming. I have no idea how streaming works in the first place, but I just thought that was so crazy. Because like I've been thinking for a while now, how do I, you know, optimize my production even more? Like how can I get more bang for my buck? And I've thought before that I could totally stream while I record like this. And, you know, like I'm already doing it anyways, so I might as well just stream it, right? And that could just be another way for me to optimize the whole production process, you know? I know people have been asking me for a long time now to do streaming, especially the build videos that I do on my Minecraft server. Because, you know, people could be in the videos and it would be a fun experience to do it live, so... Just really made me think, watching that video from Charlie. I mean, he was just like casually showing other streams that weren't anything special. Like, I think the Starfield stream was unique because it was a big game at the time. But even like his casual, normal streams on YouTube, once they're a VOD, he'll make like $25,000. Like, that is so crazy. And all the comments were like, dude, you're making my annual salary in like 4 hours, which is just nuts. I cannot believe the numbers can get that high. So, I'll give it some thought. I think streaming could be fun in the future. Also, my god, man, this is so beautiful. Oh, jeez. I probably should just go to bed. What is with all these skeletons? Oh, great. Not the undead army. God. Alright, I am absolutely going to bed. I am not interested, guys. Not now. Alright, well, this is a pretty expansive view, but still no acacia. I mean, that's probably the best block I can think of that would mix in with brick nicely, so... I'm just gonna have to find it. God, my horse took a lot of damage. There were like 5 or 6 skeletons last night. Yeah, I guess the one thing about streaming that I've thought about at length, like the main holdup I have with it, is that I feel like I'm not, honestly, that entertaining for most of the time that I'm recording, you know? Like, I edit a lot of stuff out. I feel like if I record for an hour, maybe like 10 minutes of that will become usable footage. So, I don't know. I mean, it probably takes practice to get good where you're just kind of always talking, but... I guess part of it is also interacting with the chat and people coming in and leaving messages and you react to that, it makes it for a more like upbeat experience, you know, whereas I'm kind of just chilling and being silent most of the time, but I don't know. I've thought about it a lot. And also I'm just kind of a weirdo, if I'm being honest. I just make a lot of weird noises and talk to myself sometimes. And I'm like, nah, probably good to just leave that out of the edit, but we'll see. I'll give it some thought. I mean, those numbers from Charlie definitely make me think. Alright, well, I've hit the Yellowstone biome. This is cool. How do you heal a horse? I think you have to give them apples, right? And you would get that from an oak forest. I could probably find one of those. It's not too uncommon. Oops. There's a mesa, I think, in the distance. That could be more promising. I feel like the acacia biome tends to spawn near more dry climates. Because it looks like snow over there. Oh, that's one of those ice towers. Those would be really fun to explore. Maybe I'll loop back that way. I'm gonna stay out here for a while. I haven't really done any major exploration. Oh yeah, I'm in the oak forest now. Let me get some apples for my horse. Here we go. Yeah, he's mostly healed up now. That's good enough. Oh yeah, I think that's acacia. Like a tiny coastal acacia. Okay, that's all I need. I'll go over there and get some trees. Alright, I'm just gonna leave my horse here. It's gonna take too long to cross the water. We'll just sail over and get some wood. So, my god, man, the chunks really generated super far. I don't think I've ever had a world with the Distant Horizons chunks generated this far. Like, look how far out that goes. That is such an expanse. I can see those floating islands from my base. Alright, I'm glad I found this. I was worried it was going to take me forever to get acacia. Alright, I got 2 stacks of logs and I got some saplings, so that should be good. So now let's loop back that way. We'll go to that ice tower I saw. You can barely see it in the distance. It looks like a barber shop, like, sign thing, you know? Oh, you know something else that I wanted to talk about? You might have seen the other day, well, I don't know when this video is going to go out, but maybe like a week ago at this time, the trailer for The Witcher 4 came out. And The Witcher 3 is probably my favorite game ever, if not, like, you know, top 3. I have like 1,300 hours in it, which is pretty ridiculous given that it's just a story game. I was watching the trailer, and I liked it a lot. I thought it was really cool, but there was a surprising amount of discourse online about it, mainly because instead of it being Geralt's, you know, like a male protagonist, they've got Ciri, a female protagonist, and some people, like, didn't like that. Or, like, they thought that, you know, this is just yet another game that's replacing the male protagonist with some, like, boss girl energy and like the woke infestation of gaming, you know? But I don't know, man. Like, I think there's definitely some games out there that, you know, had that happen, where, like, Star Wars Outlaws, I think, had that, where, like, the main character was just so unlikable. It had that, like, typical snarky, you know, female renegade energy from the protagonist, and people didn't like that. But I don't think that was this instance, because if you've played The Witcher 3, the whole like, well, it's a trilogy, Witcher 1, 2, and 3. It's all about Geralt. And then at the end of the third game, it's all wrapped up neatly in a way that very much suggests that Ciri will become the new, like carry on the torch of the franchise. And it was like, anyone that was surprised by this is just kind of like, they must have not been paying attention in The Witcher 3. But the weirder thing that I think is more alarming is that they chose to make Ciri character a lot older in this trailer. Like, she looks like she's more in her late 30s, whereas in The Witcher 3 I think she was like 21 or 22, like much younger. And so many like incel basement dwellers are like, she's so ugly now, I can't look at all those wrinkles, you know? And people are just like foaming at the mouth that there could be like a more battle hardened, like scarred version of Ciri, and they're calling her like ugly and stuff. And I just don't get it, man. I don't think most gamers are misogynistic. Like, a lot of journalists try to paint that image. It's not at all, I don't think, the majority opinion of gamers. But I don't know. I mean, you can go watch the trailer and give your opinion, but I don't think she was ugly at all. And I just think some people, their immediate reaction to a female character is often just like, oh, that's kind of weird. Which, like, I kind of understand it at times because, you know, like, a lot of games they have like male-dominated audiences. Like, gaming as a whole is probably a male-dominated industry, and a lot of guys probably don't relate to female characters as much inherently because you're a guy, you relate to guys more. Women tend to relate to girls more. And when you have like a disruption in your expectation, like if you thought that Geralt was going to become the next protagonist or continue on for The Witcher 4 and it would still be Geralt, some guys are surprised by that, and so they're kind of like, you know, reacting negatively to it. But I don't know, man. I think it was it was something that didn't really need to be a discussion. And like, when I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, this is cool. I'll play the game. I think a lot of people are just concerned because that's been a trend in gaming for a while now, like pushing the more like female, you know, protagonist, and sometimes when like it's not really like it feels forced, you know. Like, I never watched the Star Wars sequels, like the recent ones. I watched the first one, The Force Awakens, but I never watched the other two. And I know a lot of people did not like Rey, and it felt very forced, and a lot of the writing felt very convenient, like she was just some sort of Mary Sue character that was like has like infinite plot armor, and just like it didn't make sense how powerful she was, and people didn't like that. And that is something that I understand. But if you've played The Witcher 3, you know that Ciri is like one of the most overpowered characters in the lore. And so I don't know. I didn't think it felt forced, but you know, you can watch the trailer and give your thoughts if it's even relevant to you. I know not everyone even likes The Witcher, but it's probably one of my favorite games of all time, and I just thought it was very interesting. I mean, when I saw that trailer, I almost thought it wasn't real. I was like, oh my god, The Witcher 4 is coming out? But I feel like it probably could still be several years, so I'm not getting too excited just yet. And even so, you know, one more point, I think it's so funny when some people form their opinions about a game purely based off of like an Unreal Engine 5 like super cinematic cutscene that doesn't show an ounce of actual gameplay or really any depth of the story. It's just like a 5-6 minute glimpse into the art style, but it's still like very much not representative of the game. Like, it would be like if you watched the World of Warcraft cinematics and basing your opinion of the game off of that. It's like, the game is not going to be out for several years, and you have no idea what the gameplay looks like, or any of the other characters, any of the game mechanics. Like, just wait until you get more information, you know? Some people are just, they have such knee-jerk reactions to things, and not just in gaming, but like, you see like a news headline or something that just has very, very little context, and some people's immediate reaction is like, oh, I gotta give my opinion right now. Like, just wait until you get some more information, or like, you know, don't get too worked up just yet. Yeah, I found out about the Witcher 4 trailer from Asmongold. He's one of the streamers I like to watch, and he had a really nice take where, like, he was trying to affirm people that it's okay to have an opinion about something, and you shouldn't let people make you feel badly about having that opinion. Like, he was saying, even if people think that Ciri is ugly in the trailer, like, that's a valid opinion because it's subjective, and if you think that she's hot, or like, do you think that the art style is cool, or you think that the story looks interesting, that's a cool opinion too, you know? And no one should make you feel badly or say that your opinion is wrong because they disagree with it. Like, opinions can't be wrong. They can just, I mean, you can disagree with the opinion, but they are subjective. They can't be objective. And that applies to a lot of things in life. If you have people trying to tell you that your opinion is wrong. Like, that logically does not make sense. Opinions are completely subjective to you. Like, I thought the trailer looked cool, and that's my opinion, and other people probably thought it looked terrible, and that's their opinion, and neither one is right or wrong. It's just up to you, you know? Oh, is this mangrove? I think this is a frozen mangrove swamp. Oh, I should definitely take this wood. Yeah, this would be another nice variety block for the house. Cool. But yeah, anyways, I was talking a lot. We're getting pretty close to the tower now. Oh, I don't think these trees drop saplings, though. Okay, so I'll just get a lot of the wood. That's weird. Normally they would drop, like, the mangrove propagule thing. Oh, my axe just broke. Oh, that sucks. And I don't have any iron or diamonds on me. That's fine. I shouldn't need it in the ice tower. Oh my god, is that a second tower straight ahead? Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I know there's good loot at the top, and then there's like a whole dungeon network underneath it, so we could explore both of them. That is, assuming I don't get clapped. I probably should find some sheep and make a bed and set my spawn just in case. I think that's the mountain range that separates my base from this part of the map. Alright, here's the tower. It's quite imposing, isn't it? Oh, I forgot the water always melts. It makes such a mess. Good lord, what a mess. Well, I mean, it makes it pretty easy to get up, though. Alright, I made it to the top. That is such a ridiculous view, dude. My god. Distant Horizons really is a treat. Alright, well, ignore the mess, but looks like we got some barrels. Ooh, we got a diamond. Okay, 2 diamonds, technically. A mending book. Oh, wow, okay. I don't know if there's another one on this side, is there? I don't think there is, but then there's something in the middle. Yeah, look at that. We got a diamond helmet. It's got an armor trim. It's got some pretty decent enchantments, so I'll take that. Yeah, that trim is cool. Look at that. Matches my skin. Yeah, and before someone is like, oh, it has cursive binding on it. I know, dude. I know. I've conquered a tower like this like a year or 2 ago. And I did the same thing, and people were like, oh, it has cursive binding on it. It's a mistake. And I'm like, who really cares, man? I mean, it'll break eventually, and I don't really care about having the best of the best armor, anything like that. I mean, this is pretty good, though. Protection 3 and Unbreaking 2, like, that's quite solid. But anyways, let's go down. I know there's a dungeon underneath this thing. Yeah, I think it's in there. God, it is just such a mess. I think it's because it's summertime, so the ice is, like, it has a higher chance of melting, and in the winter it might not melt as much, but it's so impossible to navigate. Alright, I think this is the way down. Okay. There's husks. Like, what is this, man? I really should just come back here in the winter time. I mean, the loot isn't really that great. Oh, another mending book. Never mind. And 3 iron blocks. Okay. Alright, I will explore it then if that's the kind of loot. I thought it was just going to be like snowballs and kind of trash. What was that? It sounded like quite a ruckus in there. See, how can I have sharpness 3 on my sword and it still takes 4 hits to get 1 skeleton? I swear to God there's some sort of enemy scaling that Minecraft has in it. Like, I just feel like even with the best enchantment, sometimes mobs are still just as strong. That's so cool. Wait, mobs that are on fire can light up the area around them? That's awesome. Wait, do arrows do that too? They do? Oh my god, that's cool. That's like the flare from Terraria. That's so awesome. God, these spiders are so hard to hit. There we go. Oh, but you can't pick up flame arrows? That sucks. Having depth strider definitely helps, though. It's really not that bad exploring this place. Yeah, the loot is either absolute dog water or really good. Like, why is there 1 of each candle type? Whoa, look at this. Oh, okay. God. Veteran. That's pretty good. I think that goes on your chest plate, and it gives you extra hearts. Alright, well, I've gotten 2 mending books. I've gotten some gems and iron and stuff. So, I don't really need to explore this entire thing. It's going to be more or less the same experience. And honestly, I don't think I need to explore that other ice tower either. I saw a second one on the surface, but it's probably going to have the same exact loot, more or less, so I'm just going to go back home. I only came here for the Acacia anyways. Alright, so I think just straight ahead will be my house. Alright, it's time to make the obligatory switch to Complementary Unbound. There we go. I say obligatory just because I feel like halfway through every video I do, where I start with Bliss, I end up switching to Complementary. I usually switch when I go to the Nether, but I feel like I just want to get a fresh coat of paint. Is that a polar bear? What? I thought they only spawned in the, ice sheet biome. I don't know if they're hostile or not. I feel like sometimes they attack me and sometimes they don't. Oh, is this build height up here? Like the mountain failed to generate properly? That's funny. So, is that... Maybe the mountain range is there. That's the one I was looking at. Wow, this is a much bigger mountain range than I thought. Alright, but I think on the other side of that mountain is my base. Look, I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2 right now. Look at the clouds. Yeah, I think that little plateau down there is where I was standing earlier when the undead army spawned, so I'm on the right track. It'd be cool to have paths going out this far. I don't know if I'll do that, but I've always liked people where they make worlds where they have just like absolutely sprawling paths. I think the best example of that is Whip. He makes really good medieval Minecraft content, like building like castles and kingdoms and stuff, and he's always got super sprawling road networks, and I always thought that was super cool. This hits you, it's not my fault. Oh, that was kind of close. I'm just messing with him, just messing with Clarence. Yeah, there's the village, and I think my mine is down there. Yeah, there's my house. This really was such a good spot for farming, man. There's so many super expansive spots. Like, even up here is pretty good. But my house in particular, like the plains is... I don't think I've ever seen plains that big in Minecraft. Really is well suited for a farm. Alright, I am back. That was quite a trek, man. That was a fun little adventure. I'm glad that I got the Acacia out of it. So let's park the horse, and then let's dump off all this stuff, and then I'll probably put the shed over there. But my inventory is so full, like I can't really put any more blocks in here. Maybe I should just start building the shed now. I mean, let's see, I've got the path curving that way. I guess I could just put it right next to the farm. I also want to build a silo and put a bunch of hay bales in there. But yeah, I think right here would be good. So I'm pretty sure I want to use stripped spruce, stripped oak, acacia and brick for the roof, and then an acacia door. So I need to get some spruce. I think I have some left. Oh, I gotta get a new axe too. Let's see, I have a bunch of oak, and I've got another axe here, but I don't think I have any spruce. So I think there's a forest over that way. I'll just take the horse over and get some wood. I really gotta get a name tag for this guy. I'm pretty sure you get those from librarians. I want to hold off though on trading too much with the, village back that way, because I want to rely on like my recreation of Pelican Town. Like I want to make all the houses aesthetic, like build the blacksmith and put Clint in there, like name him Clint with a name tag kind of a thing. So I'll try not to use the basic village over there too much. And this rain is nice. It really looks good with Complementary Unbound. Alright, well here we are. We're at the forest now. Yeah, this is not gonna... Whoa! Yeah, this is not gonna take long at all. What is going on here, guys? Alright, that should be good. Good lord. Alright, let's get back to the house. One thing I have thought about is I would like to start planting some trees in the farm, because it just looks a little bit empty being so flat and like there's no foliage around. Like just a few oak trees or spruce trees here and there. I think that would be nice. Alright, I'm just gonna go to bed. These mobs are really driving me nuts. Oh, I can't because there's monsters. I just do not want to be working outside when all these mobs are spawning. Oh. All the chickens are trying to hide, get out of the rain. That's the next thing I should do after the shed. Build chicken coops and pens and stuff for the animals. Oh, what? There's another... God, what is this tomfoolery, guys? Okay, that should be good now, right? What? Oh my god. Where is it? Where's the skeleton? Oh, is he inside the woodshed? Oh, he totally is. Get out of there, you. Oh, God. This is so ridiculous. Let's just sleep over here. Golly. That was right next to my horse, too. I hope he's okay. God. You alright, dude? Oh, he has full health. Oh, he didn't take any damage. Okay. Alright, we gotta repair the path. Alright, there we go. Now, let me get back to what I was trying to do. Let's build this shed. My inventory is really messy, but like I said, I just want to do this, get it over with, and then we'll make this like the storage shed. Because my items are just too full to fill up my chest in my house. So the base of the shed is going to be spruce. And I'm not really sure how big I want this to be. I mean, I want it to look kind of like the one in game. So not like massive, but somewhere like right here. It's got to be on flat ground, so let's just start with this. Alright, does this feel wide enough? It should be fine. I mean, it's a shed. It's not like a massive building, not like a barn. And I'll probably make it fairly deep. Like, be like that. That look good. I wanted to have enough room for a workshop, furnaces, and then a wall of chests. Alright, and then all these are going to be stripped spruce. And then the rest of the wall is going to be stripped oak, like this. But I'll probably mix in some planks too for texture. Alright, this is good so far. I gotta go get some clay though from the river because I want to mix in brick and acacia. Okay, I feel like that should be enough clay. That's probably like 2 stacks of brick blocks. There's actually a lot of clay in this river. I did not realize just how rich it was. So if I mix that in with acacia, then I should have enough. And I can also take some of the bricks off of my current house, because that's entirely bricks, but I wanted to mix in acacia on top of that so I could just take some from that house and that'll be a little bit more too. But in order to cook up all this clay, I'm going to have a much more robust furnace set up. So I think before I even put the roof on this shed, I'm just going to start putting some furnaces down and get the floor in and the chests and all that. Because I would love to take all this stuff out of here and make it much more cozy, like a kitchen, make this like my cooking spot and not so much my storage furnace spot, you know. So let's start getting some clay going. Let's take these furnaces out of here. Alright, and then the floor I think will be some sort of stone floor, like stone and andesite. I've got quite a bit of stone on me. I could make it stone and stone brick. How about that? Because I don't know if I actually have that much andesite. Alright, I just need a few more blocks. I don't know if I'm going to need this much storage. Like, what is this place going to be? It's going to be storage over here, crafting and smelting over here. There's probably going to be room for some sort of loft up there. So, well, maybe I'll just do it all chests. This can be like my ultimate shed. Like, I will never need another storage spot again. Alright, that's good. And then let's start putting some acacia in my original roof and taking some bricks off of here, and then we'll start working on the roof for this. I'll just like mix them in here and there. There we go. It's pretty subtle, but it's a nice bit of variation. And then I can use the bricks I took off of here and put them on that shed. Alright, so let's check on the bricks. Let's see if they're ready. About halfway done, it seems. Alright. Well, I can at least use the bricks I got here and just start putting them on the roof. Also, wait, what? These are cracked? Oh. That must be from immersive weathering. That's a mod that I have that makes blocks dynamic. Like they can change based on the weather. That's cool. Okay, so this is going to have to be a stair block. Alright. Is that going to look dumb? It looks a little bit stupid. Maybe I'll make this a block, actually. Like this. And then we just keep going. That looks better. Yo, look who it is. You know, I actually was looking at the art for the Stardew game, and it's not actually a perfect A-frame. It kind of, like it's an A-frame going up this way, but then it slopes off a bit at the top. So I might have to adjust the roof real quick. Like it's more like that. Honestly, maybe even a little bit more. Like, here, let me redesign this a bit. Like that. I think that's more the design. So I'll have to make this slightly shorter. Yeah, it's more like that. That looks good. All right, I think the shed is pretty much done. It's a little bit thicker than I was hoping. You know, like the roof looks really thick, but I think overall it's a fairly decent recreation. The inside is definitely very spacious. It's got a lot of potential for storage and even an upstairs for maybe like a secondary office or bedroom. I'll start putting all my stuff in there soon. I'll transfer that stuff in a bit, but I realized that the farm has not really been tended to in a while. The potato patch looks rather sad, so I think I want to harvest this, maybe expand the farm this way, and then we'll start putting the stuff in the shed. Oh, you know, one thing that I realized, though, is that my pants, they broke earlier. I looked at my inventory, I was like, wait, what? When did this happen? I think they were gold pants, so that explains that, but I should probably do that real quick. I certainly have the diamonds for it. Yeah, I've got 33. I really ought to make this enchantment setup better once I make that wizard tower. Alright, I could get unbreaking, fire protection, would that be good? I don't feel like I run into fire that often. Let's just go with unbreaking 3. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll have to replace my chest plate soon as well. That's alright, I'll do it when I need to. So I think I've got some, yeah, diamond hose in here so we can expand the farm. So I'll fill out the potato patch more, I'll harvest the wheat, but I also want to add a new crop field. I think I'll do carrots. Looks like they grow slower in the summertime, so spring is the best time to grow them, so I better do this soon if I want to get some more. They don't grow at all in the wintertime. Oh, I also did talk about building basically like a lake in the farm over this way. You know, like I said, it's in the game map, and it's usually right here in the farm. Because I've just been thinking it's been a little bit annoying having to refill my buckets every time with that tiny pond that I made. And it'd be nice to have another one over here. I could also build some wells around the farm. That's probably worth doing soon. Okay, well my shovel broke, but that's probably a good size for the lake. It's going to take a little bit of terraforming because I ran into a cave, but I've got the dirt for it. Let me just see if I have another shovel to use. I think I only have these crappy dirt shovels. Not dirt shovel, stone shovels. It's gonna be a lot slower, but I might as well use them because I bought them. Maybe this is where I could do my sugarcane farm, just right along the bank down here, because I'm not gonna need a lot of it. It's more just doing it for the sake of it. I do have Farmer's Delight installed, so I've got all these new crops and food and stuff to make, so this will be fun to do later. But yeah, rice is one of the crops that Farmer's Delight adds, and you have to grow it in the water, I think. God, this is so much slower. I don't even know if it's honestly worth doing this. I mean, stone shovels are so cheap, but I might as well use them. Alright, there goes all my shovels, but I've made pretty good progress on the lake. I'm just gonna have to, you know, get some bone meal probably to fix that mess over there, but let's get some more shovels. Oh, what on earth? Another pillager raid? Get out of here, you clowns. Only problem is I'm just shy of level 30. Is there any way that I could get XP? Maybe the bricks are done? Could this give me enough XP? Yeah, there we go. So I really would love to have another actually good shovel. Those stone shovels were kind of painful to use. Alright, it's got efficiency 4 again. I really hope it has unbreaking this time. Oh, okay. Well, siphon's a little bit better. That sucks, man. You go through these shovels so quickly. I wouldn't happen to have a book anywhere, would I? I got all these books from earlier, but yeah, none of them have unbreaking. That's okay. I mean, I'm pretty close to being done with the lake now. Okay, how am I gonna do this? This looks so messy. I think I could do this without bone meal. Just place blocks like this. I just want it to naturally curve. Oh, I think it's done. Wow. That was a long time coming, dude. Well, now I just have to make it look pretty, because it's all just like one wide level right now. Let's make it look more natural. You know what I actually might do right now? It's honestly really annoying digging underwater, and I'm just going to try to get a respiration helmet. Mine has all of this stuff on it, but I feel like if I get another diamond helmet and then combine it with that, I could get a respiration helmet. Just got to rank up my XP a little bit. Maybe I'll pay a visit to the village and just trade some sticks. God, the floating islands look so cool, man. That looks awesome. It's great. It's honestly ridiculous just how far I can see. Like, I've never had a world with this many distant horizons chunks. Alright, there's the village, nice and forested. Like I said though, I don't want to rely on this too much. This is just a temporary need for XP. Alright, so I'm at level 30, but I want a little bit more of a buffer in case I have to re-roll and try to find the respiration trade. Alright, that's level 32, halfway to level 33. That should be enough XP, I think. Because realistically, it's going to take me several re-rolls to get respiration. Alright, let's see if I can do it. God, I'm so hungry. I need to make breakfast soon. What time is it? 9:15? Alright. Man, the farm looks good. Looks cute. It's definitely developing. I'll have to add a barn and some more buildings soon. All the wheat is grown. Look at this. Looks great. Alright, I'm looking for respiration. Or is it aqua affinity? Maybe that's what I've been thinking about this whole time. I mean, both would be great. Okay, there's aqua affinity. And that's what lets you dig quickly underwater, I think. So let's go for that. Okay, it only has aqua affinity, but that's fine. I can deal with that. And then I moved the anvils into my shed here. Oh no, wait, I just realized I can't take this helmet off because it has cursive binding on it. Oh my god, and I was talking all tough earlier like, oh man, I don't care if it has cursive binding on it. God, I did not think of that at all. That sucks. That actually really sucks. So all of that was for nothing. Or like I have to try to break this somehow, or there's not really a good way to break it unless you just stand next to a cactus, I guess. I mean, I have this whenever this helmet breaks, but I was hoping I was definitely going to be able to do it that way. Okay, whatever. I mean, I could dig it like this. Like, this first layer is fine. It's just if I go further down, I have to constantly come up and down out of the water. It's just kind of annoying. But that's just what I have to deal with now. Alright, it took a hot minute, but that's basically done. I just want to get some bone meal now and get some seagrass in there, make it look all pretty. I also want to see if I have any sugarcane. I talked about starting a farm for that. Also, my god, look at the wheat farm. I think every single crop is done now. I really gotta turn back to this. I want to expand the farm beyond the shed. Let me see what I got here. Oh wait, I moved all my stuff to the shed, that's right. At least all the plants and mob drops and stuff like the bones. So I don't have any sugarcane in here. I don't know if I moved all of the stuff in. Let me check. Yeah, no, there's still all this. So I have a little bit of sugarcane, and I have 7 more bones. So that should be enough. Alright, so we'll put some sugarcane here and there, and then we'll make this look all pretty like this. There we go. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? Okay, that's a pretty nice addition to the farm. I like that a lot. So I think now I want to turn back to the actual farm. I've been talking for a while about expanding the potato farm, or at least harvesting it, adding a carrot field, all sorts of stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna add maybe some more pathways for more infrastructure to, you know, lay out where more of these plots could go, and then I will expand these farms. Let me just harvest these crops real quick. It's kind of pointless having them sit here. I want to get this going. Oh my god, look at that radius. What? I didn't know. I mean, I knew that it broke the grass in a radius like that, but I didn't know that it worked on the harvest as well. Holy crap, man. This is so quick. It'd be great if you could plant crops as well like that in a radius, but it's whatever. That's so good. What are these, by the way? Are these weeds? Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, I got the weed whacker advancement. This is so satisfying. Whoa! What on? Jeez! Bro, he came out of nowhere. What? He was just hiding in the crops. Oh my god, that scared me so bad. Yeah, good riddance. You know, I really gotta invest in one of those automatic composter things where you can put seeds in with hoppers and then it automatically turns it into bone meal, because I have way too much of this stuff here. Let me do that right now, actually. Yeah, because like I don't need all these seeds just sitting around. So I just need some hoppers and chests, I think. And obviously the composter. Here we go. So you put the seeds in the top chest, and then that goes into the composter, turns the seeds into bone meal, and then it pulls that out of the composter into this chest. So honestly, I don't even need this much wheat. Like I'll just put this away. Like I can just turn this into bone meal. All right, so that'll be cooking away, and then we can just keep harvesting all these crops here. Honestly, I probably should set up 2 of these things because I have so many crops going into this, and it's honestly kind of slow. Like, it's going to take forever to get through all that. Oh, sweet. So it's like a double chest, so it's, yeah, like double the output. That's great. All right, well, we got a little factory going in there. That's cool. I honestly harvested this field really quickly. The diamond hoe is no joke. So let's go harvest the potatoes, and then let's add some new crop fields. I really got to invest in some sort of anti-crop trampling mod. There's got to be one out there. It's so annoying. All right, there we go. That's a pretty good expansion. And so, like I said, the eastern part of the farm, like over here, I'm going to have a fence, I think. So I'm going to look towards the west to expand. I mean, I just looked on the F3 screen. Technically, this is the west, and this is the east. But you know what I'm saying. I want to expand it this way. So we got the lake right there. So I can have maybe a pathway going straight out this way and connect up to the main path up there, and then have a big carrot field next to the shed. That sounds like a plan to me. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, so now I can use my big old lake here as my refill spot. And so this is going to be the carrot field, like I said. Make a whole bunch of space for this. Man, the diamond hoe makes quick work of these grass blocks, let me tell you. Alright, the carrot field is done. That took a while, dude. I don't have enough carrots, though, to finish it, so I'm just going to have a little tiny patch of carrots there for now, but that'll grow, and then this will look all pretty once it's filled out. I also talked about finishing up the potato field. I never did fully finish the entire thing. There's still like half of it undone, this grass patch here, but I can finish that pretty quickly. Alright, that is a massive amount of farmland, man. I'm not gonna really need that many crops, but it's more just for the aesthetic. So, the last thing I wanted to do, something I've been meaning to do for a while now, is add some fences and torches around, because it gets really dark here at night, and I don't have any lighting outside yet. What the f is going on? Why are there like 20 mobs? What is this? Golly, dude. What is going on? Like a whole, like, army after me. Here, let me get on top of this rock. Good lord, that was crazy. I forgot just how far out this pathway goes. This is such a massive road. Look at that. That's crazy. You can barely see the farm in the distance. Alright, well I think that's most of the pathway lit up. I did make a ton of these fences. I talked about also making like the overall border of the farm, like making it feel really distinct. Like the Stardew farm, there's like a very clear edge, and I think it would be right about here. Have the fence just go straight down that way. God, dude, it's just so many skeletons. What? They can go over fences? I guess that makes sense. They can climb up walls. Oh wow, I'm actually out of fences. I didn't think I would run out before I finished the first layer. Well, you can just barely see it all in view because it's such a massive area, but this is looking pretty good. Clearly though, I have to go back to the spruce forest and get some more logs. I've got this axe and I've got this one, so I should have enough. We can just take the horse over and collect some wood. Where is he? I don't even know where I left the horse. I gotta build him a little stable. I know that's something you can build in Stardew. And I usually build it right off of my house, so I could add that. Alright, let's just go grab some spruce. I also thought it'd be fun to plant some trees around the edge of the fence to make it feel like you're in a forest. You know, that would take really long because it's such a massive fence, but it's probably worth doing. Okay, that's 2 layers of fences. That took so long, dude. I had a little bit left, but I was getting pretty down to the wire, so that worked out nicely. So, with that done, what should I do now? I guess one thing that's like a pretty obvious part of farming that I haven't really done yet is animals. You know, like building a barn or a chicken coop or that kind of stuff. So I could do that next. It might be worth, given that I now have like this framework of a farm, like a really well-established perimeter, I could add in a few more pathways and kind of determine where I want to put the barn or the coop or whatever. So yeah, let's do the pathway first. Oh, hello. I only have one shovel though, and it's really getting low on durability. I just really need to get some more shovels in an easy manner. I think I can buy them from the village. I mean, I do have level 30, and I could get another shovel and combine it with this one. Hopefully get unbreaking on it. I will say, it looks very, like, brown and kind of plain right now, but I think once all the crops are in, it's going to look a lot nicer. It'll be like a big field of greenery. I was looking at it from above, and it looks a little bit trash right now, but I think it'll look good with time. Okay, this has Silk Touch. That could be good. Let's try it. Oh, let's go. It has Unbreaking 3 and Siphon on it, so I can combine that with this shovel, and that way I get efficiency and all the best enchantments. I won't use this to dig the pathways, though, because that's a little bit wasteful to path in blocks with the diamond shovel. I'll use iron shovels for that. I can make quite a few of those. So I guess actually I'm going to have a pathway going north, like right here. That's kind of how the map is in Stardew. But right here to the left is also the greenhouse. I forgot about that. And I could put, you know, the greenhouse there, and then maybe like a barn back in that corner, maybe a coop and over in that corner, maybe a silo somewhere. I mean, it's a really big area. It looks massive from the sky, but it's not that spacious. Like, there is a lot of, like, it's easy to fill it out with buildings and paths and farms and stuff. But yeah, let's have a pathway going right here. Oh, I do also need oak for slabs, like for the path blocks, you know? I don't know if I have any. Maybe back in the house. Yeah, here we go. Sweet. Or, well, would it be more to the left? I feel like it would, actually. I feel like it's not supposed to be right here. I think it's supposed to be a little bit more to the left. Like, more down here, I feel like. Oh, I just saw the pillager flag. What are you guys doing? Alright, you want a tango? Yeah, this bow is light work, dude. Alright, that path looks good. And so let me section off the area where the greenhouse is going to go. I think I'll have a pathway going out this way. Alright, so that's where the greenhouse will go. And let's set up where the barn will go. I feel like if that's the wheat field, we got potatoes, this is all carrots. I still need onions, cabbage, tomatoes. I think that might be everything. Rice and sugarcane will go in the lake over there. I just want to make sure that I leave enough room for the farms, you know? I think it'll be fine. I mean, this is a massive plot of land. I'll be okay. Let's have the path going down this way for the barn. Alright, here's another exit to the farm. And the way that I did this kind of lends itself to a natural, you know, farm enclosure, like how I did with the carrots up there. So I could have a pathway going along the edge of the lake and then make this like onions and carrots, maybe? Or not carrots, maybe onions and tomatoes. Then again, I also want, with the barn and the coop and all of that, I want the animals to be able to roam, like it's a nice pasture. So, in a way, I want as much space for the farms as I do for the animals. So I could also put the barn right where I'm standing and then fence this entire thing off and make this like an animal pasture. That might be a better idea. Because truth be told, I do not need that much space. Like, the carrot farm is pretty ridiculously oversized, so let's just get the fence going. Wait, I just went to bed and it's now fall, I think? It's a lot more brown than it looked before. I think it is fall. I can check with this. Yeah, okay, it's fall. That's cool. I always like when the seasons change and you get a nice new coat of paint on the world. Looks good. Alright, there's the enclosure. So I think I'll have enough room to build the barn. I mean, it's going to be kind of a small barn, I guess, but that should be fine. I mean, I could also build a second barn eventually if I didn't have enough room here, but I think this will be fine. Okay, well, actually, I know I'm going back and forth on what I want to do with this plot here, but I think instead of the barn, I'm actually going to do the coop. Because I feel like the coop is not going to be as big. That's for chickens, and I feel like I need a slightly bigger area to do, you know, cows and sheep and pigs and all that. And I was looking at the coop design within the game, within Stardew, and it's actually got a green wall. which is kind of interesting. I don't know of that many green blocks, but oh, what is that donkey doing? Or not donkey, alpaca. The one thing that I think could work for this is copper. I mean, I have a little bit here, and not like the copper block, like the orangey brown one, but once it becomes oxidized, I think, and it turns green, I think that could work. But I guess actually I'm gonna need more than this. This is not gonna be enough, right? I've never actually even made copper blocks. Is it like this? Or is it like this? Oh, see, it is. And see, that's so expensive. So I'm gonna need way, way more copper. I mean, I have all this raw copper, but even this I don't think would be enough. I need like 2 stacks of copper blocks. So I might have to go mining. Alright, that should be good. So I guess I'll just go back to the mines over by the mountains over there. Let's grab the horse. Oh, the poor sheep. What is going on here? I really gotta build them a barn though, because they keep trying to hide out from the rain. That's alright, we'll do it soon. This is good timing. I've been doing a lot of building and farm stuff around here, and I think I'm ready to do something else, like explore and go mining, so this is fine. And this is the first time that I've ever actually gone mining trying to seek out copper. I'm almost always ignoring it. So this will be a nice change. I've never actually built with copper. I don't think I've ever used it in my videos, so it'll be fun. And the pathway looks so nice at night. I like the lights. Oh, good lord, dude. Not today. Alright, here we are. Yeah, and I think because I have the blazing thing, this gets turned into ingots. Yeah, look at that. Alright, sweet. This shouldn't take too long. You get a ton of copper from each block. Oh, I just heard something spawn. Is there a cave? Oh yeah, look at this. Why are there so many mobs in this cave? Alright, I think I explored most of this cave. Oh wait, there's more down here. Oh, there's a geode. Oh. I'm pretty sure you can use the amethyst crystal to re-roll the modifiers on your tools. Like a lot of my tools have kind of trash modifiers like common and... I mean, epic is pretty good, but like my armor and stuff, and I think you can put the item in the anvil, and then if you have an amethyst crystal, you can re-roll it. They're kind of funny. They're all like thick and chunky looking. Yeah, 36. That should be plenty. Whoa. Where did I just fall? What? I just fell like through this crack here. Oh my god. Like an entirely different cave. Thing is, I don't know if copper spawns down here. Probably not as frequently. But maybe I'll just explore just for the sake of it. Yeah, I'm not really finding any copper down here, so I should probably just go up. I don't really care about iron or redstone right now. Oh, wait, what did I just find? Oh, there was diamonds behind that iron. Okay, I can't complain about that. But, like, I don't even need more diamonds. I've got more than I would need now. Let me just take a staircase up. Oh, what? I just dug more diamonds up? Wow, a lot, too. Like an 8 vein. Okay. Yeah, I just got 11 diamonds completely accidentally. What is going on over there? I just heard like 5 mobs spawn. Oh, is there a dungeon here? Oh, I think there is. Oh. Oh, God. Yeah, there's totally a dungeon here. What kind of dungeon is it? Is it a zombie dungeon? There was like a stray though. That was weird. Alright, what do we got? We got horse armor. I'll give that to my horse. Oh, cabbage. Let's go, man. That's a crop that I've been looking for. Oh, great. There we go. Nothing too useful. We got some rope, some iron. Alright, pretty good haul though. Glad I got the cabbage. Alright, that looks like a deep slate cave. I'm really just looking for a straight up stone cave to find some copper. Yeah, I've gotten three stacks of ingots almost so far, so I just need to get a lot of copper. Like I said, I think 2 blocks. 2 blocks. 2 stacks of blocks. That should be good. 2 blocks. Yeah, that would be totally enough. Okay, what is that? 7 stacks of copper? That's about halfway done. Because I still have, I think, like 6 stacks of copper back in my base between the smelted and unsmelted stuff, so I don't need to get a ton more here. These caves really just go on forever and ever, which I like. I like that I don't have to dig tunnels to find caves, but it is so easy to get lost. Like, there's 0 chance I'm gonna find my way back. I'm gonna have to dig my way up. I heard a baby zombie. Oh god. These things are terrifying. Excuse me. Oh, someone just broke. Oh, my boots broke. Oh no, that means I lost my hops and the nimble enchantment. You look how slow I am now. Oh, that's so weird. It's so weird not to be jumping up like 4 blocks in the air. Well, that's fine. I mean, I can get it back by enchanting some new boots, but it kind of sucks. God, that feels so weird. I got so used to it for a while. Oh, I can't jump up there. Ugh. That sucks. It's fine. I've got 33 levels, so I can definitely go back and get some diamond boots. I like that I've done it this way, where I've slowly gotten more diamond armor instead of getting the full suit at once. Like, whenever an iron piece breaks, I then upgrade it to diamond, and I'm not, like, rushing into the full set. I did just realize that my pickaxe is about to break. I'm glad that I noticed that now, because it's pretty low in durability. I guess I could, well, actually, I could probably make an anvil down here, couldn't I? I have a ton of iron that I've collected, and I do have the diamonds, so I guess I could actually just repair it. I was thinking I would have to go back on the surface and go back to my base, which I probably should do soon anyways, because I do have a pretty ridiculous amount of copper now. I just want to make sure that I have enough. I don't want to feel like I, you know, didn't get enough copper and then I have to go back down in the mines. I just want to get it all done now. But yeah, I could totally make an anvil. That's kind of funny. I've got like 3 stacks of copper, or iron rather. Oh wait, let me test out the reforge, by the way. So you put the tool here, and then I think the ingredient of whatever it is, like in this case diamond, there. And I think you do this, right? So this is common right now. And if I do this, oh, it's epic now. Let's go, man. That's so cool. That's the first time I've ever actually used the reforge mechanic. That's cool. And honestly, that makes a pretty big deal for pickaxes, because having a common modifier often means like 10% less dig speed or less range. But having epic, I think that gives me extra durability and extra reach. That's so good. That's great, man. Okay, well, let's keep mining. I just want to fill up my backpack with copper, pretty much. I don't have a ton more room, so I should be pretty close to that goal soon. It's so weird that I have to place blocks like a normie instead of just jumping up 5 blocks. I really want to get hops back. I got used to it and I miss it. Oh, you know, I remember when I was telling you earlier about streaming. I think I talked about that earlier, right? Where I was saying I might consider streaming soon. I did a poll in my Discord just asking like, hey, should I stream? And like, of course, 90% of people said absolutely, totally do it. But I was thinking, you know, as a way to like prep myself for streaming, or like getting in the mindset of what it would be like to do it live, I've been trying to record these videos from the perspective of like pretending that someone is watching, you know? Like I always film these videos, you know, every time I film them, knowing like, oh, I can edit this out, or I can, you know, if I go to the bathroom or go make a sandwich for 10 minutes, like it's not a big deal. But I feel like now that I'm considering streaming, I'm kind of approaching every recording with the mentality that like, oh, you probably should try to not edit this, or maybe like include more unedited footage in your videos so that you get more used to what it would be like to, you know, upload a 3-4 hour VOD that was completely unedited, you know? And I think it's not, you know, a perfect way to practice because the only real way to do it is to go and do it live, but until I work up the courage to stream, that's how I'm trying to do it. And I think it's worked well enough. It's not representative of what it would actually feel like to stream because I think a huge part of it is interacting with the chat, and that inherently makes it more engaging and fun, and it's hard to always be talking or try to be entertaining if it's literally just me here talking. But I think the moment that I have even just like 10 people to react to talk to in the chat, that would help a lot in terms of making me feel less uneasy about leaving unedited footage in, because that's my main holdup. I feel like I said earlier, if I film for an hour and only 10 minutes of that was usable, I feel like that's just kind of inherently what it'll be if it's only me. But I think if there's other people around, especially if I stream on my Minecraft server, the flowstate, and I've got other players in game and I'm talking to them over voice chat, like I think that'll make for a much better experience, and I think I'll be more comfortable with that. Wait, what? Gravel goes through cobwebs like that? I had no idea that was a thing. That's crazy. But yeah, I think I'll try it sometime soon. Maybe not for this video because I'm already like halfway through and it would be kind of weird to start streaming part of it. But I think maybe the next survival video that I do, or the next build video, or something like that in the near future, I will give it a try. Maybe it'll be a 2025 thing. That'll be like my new fresh thing that I'm trying out for the year. What is this? Oh, this is one of those underground houses. They have ridiculous loot in them. That's right. Alright, let me try to safely descend here. Well, would I survive that? Let's find out. Okay. Yeah, these are, this is totally an underground house. I remember I found one of these recently and there was like 11 diamonds in it. It was stupid. Yeah, there's a lot of raw iron. I remember that. There's a diamond ore. Okay. Yeah, there's a diamond. Yeah, 5 diamonds. That's pretty good, you know, just from a random structure. Okay, well, I think my inventory is pretty much maxed out though at this point. I mean, that ought to be enough copper. There's no way that's not enough, so we can head up now. That was a good mining trip, man. Got a lot of iron and coal out of that, too. Oh, is this the surface? Oh, yeah, it's the river. Okay. Oh, it's dark out. Is that my bridge over there? I think it is. Okay, so my house is over that way. Let's sleep this rain away. I feel like I remember leaving my horse at the entrance of the cave. Let me go grab him. Yeah, there he is down there. Why is the wandering trader always following me, dude? God, the horse is so good for going up hills. Oh, let me give him his horse armor. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, look at that drip, dude. That's cool. Alright, it is good to be back. I'm glad that I have this little fence perimeter now. It makes it feel like a proper farm. So, the carrot field hasn't grown much. I'll have to harvest the crops here in a second. Let me just dump off all my stuff. Alright, there we go. So, this is all the copper I have, plus a little bit more back in my house. So, let's see what I can make with this. So, can I put this in the stone cutter? I can, okay. So I could make copper shingles. Wait, is this from vanilla? I don't think it is. I think this might be from the create mod. Let me see. I can make a block of copper like that. Is that the only block that I can make? I swear there's like 10 different variations. Yeah, like what is all this stuff? Cut copper, waxed copper. How do you make this? Okay, so you do 4 blocks like that. I feel like that's gonna look the best because in the Stardew Coop design, it is like green wood and there isn't really a block that suits that, but I think this would look more like wood panels than this. So let me turn all this into copper blocks and then we'll do this. Okay, so a little less than two stacks. That should be enough as long as I don't make the coop too big. All right, so I need copper. And then I think I need spruce, like stripped spruce again. I got a bunch of that. And then there's also like a side part of the coop that has like a little hay patch for where the, I don't know, the chickens eat, I guess. So I think I've got some hay bales. Yeah, I got plenty. I'm pretty sure, I know these are orange right now, but I'm pretty sure if I leave them out, they will turn into that bluish green copper because they like oxidize, right? I think that's how that works. So maybe we can have an entrance to the whole pasture right here. And then roughly in the center, like right here is where I'll put the coop. Alright, so I'm not going to make it very big. We'll just have 2 blocks here. And then we'll have logs here. I know with the coop there's the door. And then there's also the like side door right here. So I think this will be fine. You know, like door there, side door here. So this will be my door. And then when I want to let the chickens out, I could just like throw open this little trapdoor like this. Oh man, I'm really missing the hops right about now. I could just hop up on this roof. Ugh, I gotta do that soon. I've got the levels and the diamonds for it. I should be able to get it pretty quickly. Alright, that's a pretty cute looking chicken coop. I think the roof is more or less the correct color. I mean, if I had mud, that would be really selling it, but I've yet to... Well, actually, there was a cold mangrove swamp other side of that mountain. I could technically go over there and do that, but that's kind of a lot just for a minor texture change. I think the spruce works well enough. And I believe the copper will change with time. It's all orange right now, but it probably takes like, you know, several hours in game or whatever for it to change. I'm hoping that's how it works. I'm pretty sure that's how that color change works. But one other thing I have to do is side thing I talked about, the little fenced off hay spot. There we go. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's like a straw floor, right? So we can extend that into here and have some planks as well. There we go. That looks pretty accurate. And then I guess the other thing that would be a nice touch is a like little feeding trough with you know, like waterlogged stairs like this, and then we'll get some water buckets. I actually had way more copper than I thought. I only used like a stack and a little bit. But yeah, I gotta harvest these carrots soon. I'll do that after I finish this coop. We're almost done. Alright, that looks good. And then obviously the last thing is just to get some chickens. Here's one chicken. There's gotta be another little friend around here somewhere. Here's another one. Oh, there's 2 here. Okay, cool. Oh wait, I forgot. I can just do this. Come with me. It's a lot faster doing it this way than slowly leading them over. This really is a massive farm. It takes a while to get from one side to the other. Alright, you stay in there. I'll get you a friend. Now let's start the very slow process of getting more chickens. Alright, well that pretty much is the chicken coop complete. Still very much a orange structure, even though it's supposed to be green, but I think the walls will turn with time, so that's another project in for the books, dude. So I think it's a good time to start turning back to the farms. I have cabbage, I have beetroot, I think I have onions as well. I still have some crops that I've yet to plant, so we can start adding some fields for that. But before I even start doing that, let's harvest the existing crops. Why are there so many weeds? Where are these coming from? Gotta get rid of them. Like, there's a lot in here. This seems like quite a big density. I wonder if there's like a weed whacker or some sort of like deterrent you can do. Or maybe it's when you let the crops sit too long. That could be it too. Because I have not harvested these in a while, and I don't remember seeing this many weeds last time. That could be it too. Just gotta stay on top of this in general. Alright, well there's all the crops harvested. I expanded what I got from the potato field, and it doesn't look like much, but I've also expanded the carrot field. But now I think I want to add in some more pathways and lay out some other farms. Definitely much smaller farms. I think I went pretty overboard with this carrot field. But I still have beetroot and onions and some other stuff that I've yet to plant. And I'd like to make some smaller fields for that. Let's see, we could do a sweet berry vineyard. That could be cool. Yeah, we've got beetroot and then onions and I think cabbage in the shed. Oh, and pumpkins too. Alright, well let's just add some paths first. I think realistically I'm going to add more farms on that side of the farm and leave this side for more buildings. Like that back corner I think is where the barn will go. Maybe I'll put the silo somewhere right here. The greenhouse will go somewhere over here. But I just don't want to I don't want to make the entire place farmland. I want to have also like an orchard too. So let's add some farms down here. Alright, so here's two much smaller plots of land. Like I said, the carrot field is so ridiculous. Like, I did not need to make it that large. So this could be beetroot, and maybe that could be cabbage. Just like, you know, lesser used crops that don't need a ton of space. But even so, this plot is like pretty big. This is more land than you would probably ever need for a farm. Alright, and this will be my beetroot farm. So that's all I got. But it's a humble start, if I do say so myself. And I think for this one, I'll do cabbage. Yeah, let's use some of this bone meal. There's not really any point just leaving it in here. I want to expedite the process a little bit for these farms. Like the carrot farm really needs help. Let's just speed this along a little bit. Well, I guess it is also that they grow a lot slower in the fall. They don't grow at all in the winter, so I should get this done quickly if I want to have a full field before the video's over. I don't yet know how long this video is going to be. I'm hoping it's like 4 hours, but I could also do a part 2 or something. I know Stardew, you know, given the whole nature of there being 4 seasons and a lot of the time people judge their progress based on years. Like, this is what I got done in year 1, year 2, or here's my, you know, 100% perfection, year 10 farm, all that. I could base this off of like years and do like 1 full year, like all 4 seasons, and then that could be the end. We'll see. I don't want to make any promises, but it could be a fun way to structure it. But I kind of want to make this a standalone video because it is almost the end of the year, and I'd like to just make like a super long one video, you know, so we'll see. As I've said many times before, episodes don't really work on YouTube, at least in my opinion. I don't see that many people pull off the episode format that well, because people tend to watch the first one and then it tapers off as you get deeper into the series, and it's better if you just make one really big video that's all in one place, you know? So we'll see. We'll see. Alright, well, that's a pretty good expansion from what it was. I think I'll rely on using wheat for my bone meal farm and just, like, I'll harvest the crops, but I'm not going to, like, use them for anything yet. I'll just turn it straight into bone meal so I can really ramp up the farm production. Like, I don't have any use for wheat yet. I don't have any cows or sheep and stuff like that, and I don't have any villagers to trade with, so that's the main thing I'll just turn it into. I've got a bunch just sitting in here. Alright, I expanded the beetroot, and now we got the cabbage down. So I guess the next thing to do is something that I'd been thinking about, and I mentioned it earlier, is planting trees along the edge of the forest here. Well, actually, there's no forest at all, but turning the edge, the perimeter of the farm into a forest so that it feels kind of enclosed. So let me grab some diamond axes because I'm going to need a lot of those. I just want something kind of mindless to do while I chat about something. I've got a topic in mind, but I got to get my materials first. Let's see, I think I'll probably do oak and birch for the forest. I'll do a mixture of the two. I've still got 2 more axes in here. That should be enough, honestly, plus the iron ones. Yeah, I mean, I've got several axes, and it doesn't seem like it would take that long, but this entire fence, like, it's probably going to take probably thousands of trees to cover the entire thing. Definitely several hundred, for sure. I also need more bone meal, because I don't want to just be sitting around waiting for these trees to grow. Oh yeah, and they grow really slowly in the wintertime too, so that doesn't help. Alright, well, let's get started on this. Let's get going. I used up all the saplings I got, and I swear that's not even probably 10% of the perimeter. Oh, this is gonna take a while. That's alright, we can chop some trees down. And like I said, I wanted to chat. So, the thing that I wanted to talk about, and I hope that I'm not too rambly when I talk about this, because I'm a little bit tired. It is 10 o'clock at night right now, but I've been just, I don't know, a little bit sad lately, and that's not like in a way that I'm asking for pity. I'm just telling it like it is, where I feel like I've just been, I guess, overwhelmed could be the right word, because I've got, you know, fully supporting my girlfriend because I quit my job with YouTube, and the biggest thing really is that my girlfriend and I are trying to figure out where we want to move, because we're going to be moving in 6 or 7 months or so, and we have to figure out, like, are we going to move across the country, or are we going to stay where we always have been? And it's just been a lot of questions, and it doesn't help that quite literally everyone that I know has been asking me, from friends to family to other YouTubers to, you know, everyone. And it's just like a lot right now. And the conversation that I wanted to have surrounding that was the idea of compromise. And just to preface, I have no idea how to do it still, or like compromising on big life decisions is still extremely difficult. But I wanted to just like explore that a bit, because I feel like it's been such a point of tension for me lately, and trying to figure out how to please both me and my girlfriend through all of this. Like, how do we find a place that we both like? How do we come to terms with the fact that we probably like different things? Like, for example, I grew up in a way where my parents were divorced, and, you know, they did a pretty good job of making sure that, you know, we stayed in the same town. It's not like my dad or my mom moved across the country and never saw them again. Like, they handled it pretty well. But I still had to deal with that. I still had to deal with a divorced household. And when I was growing up, from probably like 9 to 15, like that age range, I every few days would have to pack up all my stuff and not move, but I'd have to like take a duffel bag of clothes to the other parent's house and go back and forth, you know, because they both wanted to see me, of course. But it was just like a lot of stress on me. And eventually I had enough of that and stopped doing it. I just lived at my mom's full time. It just feels like my entire life has been set up in a way where everything is labeled as temporary, and I never feel super settled or comfortable in a place. And because of that, I've been really resistant to wanting to go do another big move, you know? And like, my girlfriend and I have been back and forth about this, about like I grew up in a way where I don't crave that change because I've already had so much change. I think I counted up the amount of different places that I've lived my whole life, and I think I've moved 10 times, which, you know, might sound like a lot to you, might not. Like, maybe you grew up in a military household where, you know, you have to move all the time, and like, maybe you can relate to that. But it's just like, it's been a lot for me growing up, and so I feel like it's hard for me to compromise on that, you know? I just feel like that's something that is not unique to me. I think every single couple or friendship or any relationship you have with someone, compromise is at the core of it all. You know, that's the one thing you have to learn how to do, because someone else has needs that you have to recognize, and you have your own needs. And the thing that makes it the most difficult is that it's hard to know when you're being stubborn and unreasonable, or you're putting your foot down and standing up for what you believe in. Because it's not like there's a handbook that tells you, oh, in this moment right now, you're being ridiculous and you need to compromise and give the other person what they want. No one's going to be able to tell you that. And it's very easy in an argument or in a situation where your friend or your girlfriend or your boyfriend doesn't agree with you, to take it at face value as an emotional response and just saying like, oh, well, they're just being ridiculous. They need to recognize my needs, when maybe it's more nuanced than that. And maybe there actually is a conversation that needs to be had. Like, no, let's find a solution to this. Let's compromise. But it's so challenging to know when that's happening. And I feel like, you know, I've been trying to walk that line with my girlfriend and trying to find a way where, like, I need to give her what she wants, but then I also need to recognize what I want. And it's just really hard to find that balance, you know? And again, it's not me really saying that there's a solution to that, or that I'm going to tell you like, oh, this is how you handle compromise. It's just something that I want to say, like, I recognize how difficult it is. And I have never, I always regard myself as a pretty happy person, but I feel like this has been the least content I've been in my life these past like 6 to 9 months probably. And it's just really hard, you know, like, it's hard to make such a massive decision like that. Because I guess maybe that's part of the compromise conversation, is that sometimes you need to know when something is ridiculous and trite and silly to argue over. Like, if you have to compromise on where you're going to get dinner tonight, like that's a pretty easy decision to make. But it's really hard to compromise on, are we going to move across the country, or are we going to have children together, or, you know, whatever. You know, those are much, much bigger decisions that, you know, you probably should be quite, not staunch in your reasoning, but just like make sure that you're not allowing the other person to walk all over you. And the biggest one that I always think about is having children, because sometimes people get into relationships where maybe they don't want kids and the other person does, and then one person just says, oh, well, I'll just make it work and I won't have children because I want you to be happy. But then later they resent that person for that and they might get divorced, you know? Like you can't do that to yourself. You cannot compromise on such big things like that. And I think with me, with moving, like part of what makes moving scary to me is just moving far away to somewhere I don't know, where I don't know anyone, and I don't know if I can compromise on that. I just have to spend more time recognizing if that's something that I can compromise on, if like I'm willing to do that. At the end of the day, I just want to be with my girlfriend. That's the most important thing to me. I really probably could be anywhere, and like I have to say that out loud and tell myself that like it's not so much about the place, it's just about doing it together. But in the moment, it just feels really difficult and scary to accept that you're not gonna live where you think you will, you know? And it's gonna be a much more adventurous thing, you know? Which sounds great on paper. Like I want to approach it from a optimistic perspective, but I just really hate change and moving, and I've lived my life in a very nomadic way where I've kind of had enough of that. So yeah, man, it's just really challenging. And while I don't have a solution for you when it comes to compromise, maybe just hearing that will help, you know? Because we all struggle with it. I don't think there's any couple or any friendship that's immune to this kind of thing. It's so important that you learn how to compromise with your partner. And thankfully, there's been basically nothing that we've had to compromise on up until this point. Like, there's, you know, like minor things here and there, but for the most part, we're pretty well aligned. But a big life decision like this is, it's pretty daunting. I guess one more thing, maybe it comes from the point that when you move, a lot of the times being a young person, you move with a certain reason in mind. Like, oh, I'm going to go to this university, and because of that, I'm going to have to live in this city. It's a very easy decision to make. But once you're out of college and you have no more obligations, like you don't have any, there's no next step, it's really just up to you. It's almost scary to have that much agency in your life. And you've never probably had that much control. Like I've never been at this stage of my life where I could do literally anything that I want in terms of going somewhere, but I almost don't like that. And it would be nice if there was something narrowing down the options a little bit, but that's just part of life. You just sometimes have to make decisions with imperfect information and just go for it. Like that's what I did when I quit my job and pursued YouTube full time. I did that like a month ago, and I just had to decide to do it. And with moving, that's probably what it's going to have to be. Just maybe throw a dart on a dartboard on like a map and just say, that's where we're going, you know? I'm sure we'll figure it out. It's just been a very, very stressful time in my life. But again, I'm not trying to seek any pity with this. I think all I really want is people to hear these kind of conversations that I have in these videos and hopefully relate to them and share their own experience. It's never, you know, like, oh, poor me. I know it could be a lot worse, but I hope you find that relatable in some way. But anyways, I was getting some saplings over here from these oak and birch trees and just trying to expand the forest because it's going to be really slow just planting them and waiting for them to grow. I've already gotten a decent amount of saplings. I just need way more than this. Let me just make a bunch of room and then we'll do some tree chopping, like a little montage. Alright, I've made a pretty decent dent in the forest here. I've really not gotten many saplings at all though. I think because most of them are getting replanted like that, but they're not falling to the ground. I mean, I could just grab them, I guess, like this, but I want them to regrow as well. I don't want this forest to just be gone. That's fine. Let's go check on the forest around the perimeter. Well, lack thereof, I guess. There's like 3 trees. It's like Oklahoma out here, dude. I mean, I have some bone meal. I can just, you know, do this. Just gotta speed up the process somehow if I want to finish this in time. Alright, I've got a few more trees coming around this way. That's a pretty good addition. It's going to be sparse, but I've got some saplings coming around this far. One thing I keep forgetting to do is get my boots back. I've been running around without any boots on, and I want to get those nimble or hops boots back. Should be able to afford it. I've got 32 levels. Might as well dump off all the wood I've gotten as well while I'm here. It's too bad there's not like a wood chipper version of the composter where I could just throw these logs in there. I mean, I could trade them for sticks, I suppose, with the village, but it should be nice to get rid of them, because I have so many logs here. It's alright, let's get some diamonds. I think it was this chest, yeah. Legendary? Let's go, dude. That's my first legendary piece, I think. Sweet. I feel like I might as well get another chest plate. This is about to break. Although once I enchant these, I'm not going to have level 30. I'll have level 29. Maybe even level 28. So it's fine. I'll just wait till the chest plate breaks. This is going to give me 2 extra hearts anyways, so it's not a big deal that this is giving me less health. Let's grab some more lapis. I really got to build that wizard tower I was talking about. It's such a bad setup in my basement here. I think it would be like way over there, honestly, towards the cherry biome. Perhaps later. Alright, so I could get protection 4, depth strider, ooh, nimble 2, hops 3. Okay, let's try that. Okay, it's just hops and I'm breaking, but that's fine. I can combine more boots with this. Yeah, see, look, I got another row of hearts now. I've got an extra heart. That's cool. It's just such a good building enchantment, hops. Like, just being able to jump up like this. It's so convenient. I'm going to miss having that on the Flow SMP when I start filming my survival videos. I said that I'm going to start doing that probably next year for Season 4 of the server, but given that it's on Folia, which is just a fork of paper, and you can only have plugins with paper, I'm not going to have a lot of the mods that I've gotten here. I think I will have a tree chop mod, but not, you know, all the other stuff. Or I guess it won't be a mod, it'll be a plugin, but there's just a lot of nice quality of life additions, but it's not a big deal. Also, it's day 69, that's cool. Normally I do these survival videos with the context of 117 days, so it's kind of nice to not have to pay attention to the day counter and I'm just like, oh, it's that day, that's cool, and then just move on. Alright, well, yeah, it's gonna take so long for these trees to grow, especially because it's fall. I think they only grow at 40% speed in the fall, but we'll just keep chopping some trees down. I feel like I'm gonna be here for like 3 weeks in-game, just chopping trees down and getting saplings. Honestly, I think what I was craving more than hops was nimble, like being able to sprint, because that would make chopping these trees down a lot faster. Maybe I'll just take some of the wood I've been collecting and go turn it into sticks and trade up to level 30 real quick and combine some boots with my current boots. Because honestly, it's really slow having this normal sprint speed. I forgot how slow the vanilla sprint speed is. Maybe I'm just a spoiled little vanilla plus gamer that likes all of his additions, but I do miss having nimble. I think the biggest thing that I'm going to miss on the Flow SMP is the right-click harvest thing like this. It's like, that's such a good addition. I wish it was in the base game. Alright, yeah, let me get some wood, I'll turn it into sticks, and then it'll be pretty quick for me to get nimble. I'm honestly really excited for Season 4, doing the survival content on the server, because I've been thinking how fun it would be for people to just like roll up on my farm and hang out or build something nearby, and we can connect up our bases with path blocks. I'm just so excited for that. If you're curious, it's January 3rd. That's when Season 4 is launching. And if you're interested, you can check out the link in the description. I always have it linked in all my videos. Alright, let's trade with these guys. Alright, that's level 33, so that should be enough. I'd just like to have a buffer where if I re-roll the enchantment and it consumes a little bit of XP, that I'll have enough to still get the trade. Or not the trade, but, you know, the re-roll mechanic in the enchantment table. I just like to have a buffer of XP. It's honestly more about having enough lapis. I think I probably have like 40 left. So hopefully I don't have to re-roll 40 times and then run out. Oh yeah, only 29. Okay, hopefully I find nimble 3. Oh, there we go. Only took 2 tries. Okay, so I already have unbreaking on my boots, so it's really just nimble, but that's fine. Like, I'm pretty sure that protection is... Like, doesn't it scale with the amount of armor that the armor piece has? Like, I would assume protection 4 on a chest is worth more than protection 4 on your boots or your helmet. I don't know if that's how that works, but I don't know if it's as important. But anyways, let's go combine these boots together now. I suppose actually I have level 30 still. I could get rid of this chestplate finally, make a diamond chestplate, get level 30 enchantment on it, get a full suit. I say we do that. This chestplate's been bothering me because it has -2 health. Let's get rid of that. I still have so many diamonds. Oh, it's common though. I can re-roll that though. Let's get the shard and the diamond. So we'll combine these boots like that. Here, let's rename them. How about Adam's Slippers? Oh wait, not legendary. Let's get rid of that. There we go. And then let's re-roll the chest plate. Get rid of this terrible modifier. Okay, it's still common. I want to get at least uncommon, dude. There we go. That's pretty good. And then I have all these books in here. I forgot that I have 2 mending books. It's probably worth putting that on my pickaxe, and then maybe my boots. I could put looting on my sword. That could be good. And then veteran, I think that goes on your chest plate, gives you an extra heart. Man, I'm gonna be dripped out here. I hope I have enough XP for all this. Oh, it doesn't go on your chest plate. Where does it go, on your helmet? I'm not really sure. I can't even check because it doesn't. Can't take this thing off. That's fine. So we'll put mending on this. We'll put looting on that. And then we'll put mending on this. Sweet. This is awesome, man. Look at my drip. I got the diamond backpack, the full diamond suit. I know it's probably not what you're used to. Like, it took me, what is it, like 2.5, 3 hours to get to this stage. But I don't like to rush into stuff. I like to take my time, and I think it's been a good pace. But I'm so glad to have the nimble back. That is such a treat. I got so used to having it. It's like when you play Terraria, you get used to having like the Hermes boots where you can sprint, or you get like your wings where you can fly, and then when you start over and you only have like the basic vanilla movement speed, it's super slow. I'm just glad to be back. Oh my god. Even on the path blocks too, they give you a speed boost on the path. That is so fast. Well, this will make chopping the trees down a lot faster because I can just like run up on each tree and just like, be super quick like this. Alright, well now that I've got Nimble back, we can commence the true tree chopping montage. Alright, well, it might not look like much, but I've made some decent progress with the perimeter. I extended the sugarcane farm over there to go around the entire lake, so that looks nice. I also added a pumpkin patch over here, just right here. I hope I'm doing this right, where I think you have to leave a spot for the pumpkin to grow. Like, none of these have pumpkin seeds on them yet, but like, I'm just trying to make it look somewhat like a pumpkin field, not like, like a very basic looking line of pumpkins. I know that's probably the most efficient way to do it, but I think this should work. Got a few different stems down here, so that should grow nicely. I also started a vineyard over here. Got the makings of a sweet berry vineyard. I probably should harvest this and continue this in a second. And then as a whole, I've just added some more pathways. So I added one up in that corner there and just adding a few more fields. So yeah, I'll extend this, and then I probably will take a break from the forest perimeter. I'll work on that later. I was thinking it'd be nice to start getting a barn, because I'll show you, I've got my shed in here, right? All my items, but it's been really annoying not having enough leather to have the item frames for all these chests, and I kind of have to keep a running memory of what was in what chest, and it'd be nice if they were all labeled like that. But I need to get some cows for that first, so I'll probably put the barn back in that corner. But let me just extend the vineyard here real quick. Alright, there we go. Got another row in there. That'll look good once it's fully complete, and I have like fences on top of them to act like the little, wine trellis where the grapes can grow. But anyways, let's start thinking about this barn. So the barn in Stardew has got like a red barn aesthetic, very standard look, and the best red wood that I could think of would be probably acacia and then maybe stripped mangrove logs. I just don't have that many of them, that's the thing. But like if I just did that, like that's a pretty much perfect color match. Maybe if I did a mixture of planks and logs, because planks are a lot cheaper than one log block, obviously. I think I could make this work. So I need mangrove, acacia, and then the roof probably will be spruce. Got plenty of that. And like I said, I'm going to put it in this back corner here. And like I said, I'm going to put it in this back corner here. Like this entire section right here is like, that's a pretty big area for cows, pigs, and sheep. Let me start by adding a smaller fence. And so I'll have several entrances to this barn, because it's such a massive area. Maybe like one right here. Maybe one right here. How did I even manage to do that? And then one right here. Oh, wait, what? I saw snow, but then the rain stopped, so I think it's wintertime now. I think the seasons just changed. Yeah, there was like snow on the ground. You see that? Oh, I can't wait until it's snowing here. That's gonna look so cozy, like the snow on the roofs, and it'll be wintertime. So that actually changes things though. That means that all of the wheat over there, like all the crops, basically everything is not going to grow, which definitely is a challenge to get around. I know I can build a greenhouse though. There's this greenhouse glass stuff, and I briefly used this in one of my previous survival videos, and I'm pretty sure I got it to work, where as long as the glass is above the crop, it'll grow just fine. And I talked about building a greenhouse over there like how you would have in the normal Stardew map, so I could do that if I really needed to, or I think there's even like crop heaters. Yeah, there's a crop chiller. This heats up a 9x9x9 area, and then there's a heater. But they both say they heat up the area. That's weird. I would think the heater would heat it up and this would cool it down. Okay, this is pretty cheap too. It's just a furnace and some logs and campfire. That's not too bad. So I could do that. I could put that in the middle of my fields to heat up the crops. But let me focus on the barn before I do that. So I think the barn will go right about here. And I feel like a barn is going to be pretty long. Like it's going to be like maybe this wide, but then it's going to be super long this way. Because let's see, it's kind of the same design as the coop, where you got a door here, block there, and then there's like a little door to let the animals out. But this one I'll probably make as like a bigger one, like even 2 trapdoors so they can get out easily. I think that's probably a good enough size, right? I gotta be pretty careful with how much of this mangrove stuff I'm using. I mean, I could go over to the swamp. I just don't really want to have to do that. So I can see if it'll stretch. I should have enough if I use most of this as planks and not logs. Yeah, I've got enough wood. That's most of the walls, I think. Alright, and then the roof is like, it's like kind of like the shed, I guess, where it slopes like that. It's not like a perfect A-frame like my house was. Alright, I think that's roughly the correct roof shape. Alright, not the most aesthetic thing I've ever made, I will not lie about that, but I feel like it's pretty accurate based on like the block scale that I'm working with. I think the thing it's missing is just like a white trim, you know, but I just don't have enough like space to do that. Like this entire thing would have to be like a white block, and I just need like a 1 pixel trim around the door, but it's fine. Alright, well now we just gotta get some cows. That's the main thing that I want. I also want to check out that crop chiller thing, or the heater rather. Really want to see if I can heat up these crops. I'm actually not sure if I even have that much wheat, because oh wait, look at this, the fields are starting to decay because all the water is turning into ice. Oh, that's bad. I did not think about that. How could I get around that? I would need some sort of block directly underneath the water that's heating it up, like glowstone or something like that. I haven't been to the nether yet though. I mean, maybe I could just say that, you know, the fields won't be tended to during the winter time, and that's just kind of what happens, but that kind of sucks for the aesthetic. Alright, what was I doing? I was going to get some wheat for cows. Yeah, I really did not prepare for winter at all. I think I've used most of the wheat in the composter. I mean, I'm just trying to get item frames, so this is enough wheat to get like 30 cows, but I just wish I had more. Yeah, so I guess all of the tiles that don't have a crop on it are going to decay, but the ones that do have crops, like all this, will stay that way. Like the crops aren't going to get destroyed, but it kind of sucks that I have to re-till all this in the springtime. Alright, let's get some cows. Oh, there's pillagers in my farm. Get out of here, you dirty, filthy pillagers. God, how bad is my aim? Oh, I already had some animals in here. Is that a cow? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, I already have 2 cows in here. Alright, well let's make some more. I gotta trim some of this grass. It is way too tall. Oh yeah, look at the crop field. It looks so different because it's all been decaying. That sucks. Alright, well that was always gonna happen in the wintertime. I mean, that's pretty much the barn though. So with that, I mean, I could work on the greenhouse. I could work on the silo I talked about. Oh, one thing that I did want to do is start an orchard. I know spruce here, it grows normally in wintertime, so this could still grow, and I was thinking about making like an orchard, you know? Not that spruce trees grow like, you know, apples or anything, but just in Stardew, you've got like those taps that you can put on trees, and you can tap it for like maple syrup or pine tar or oak resin, that kind of stuff. And it'd be nice to somewhat do that. I mean, there's no equivalent of that in Minecraft, but just to pretend. I could also expand this vineyard I talked about. I mean, I still have a lot of room here. It's not that I really need to fill out every single square inch of the farm, or just like get the big ideas in, but like this all up here could be a spruce orchard, and maybe that could be acacia because it's more like the Mediterranean vineyard kind of look. And then where I'm standing here could be the greenhouse, and then the silo could go behind my house over there. And then beyond that, I mean, the farm is getting pretty close to being complete. I have not still done an ounce of work on my Pelican Town idea. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that because it's much more complicated, and I've definitely been taking some creative liberties with the farm. Like, it's not obviously a perfect one-to-one recreation, and I feel like it would be hard to do that with Pelican Town, but I've been wanting to just get some villager NPCs from the game in here somehow. I'll figure it out later. But for now, let's start a spruce orchard. Alright, that's pretty much what I was going for. So now we got some big spruce trees. I also extended the vineyard over there. It's almost done. I gotta say though, man, the farm looks so sad now in the wintertime because all this stuff is turned back to grass. It looks so plain. But that's okay. That's just how it goes in the wintertime. So I feel like I've done a lot of stuff on the farm. Added the barn, did the orchard, lots of landscaping and whatnot. So I think I want to do some mining again because the greenhouse over here, I'm pretty sure I need a lot of copper for that. If I'm not mistaken, that is the color palette for the greenhouse, and I don't think I really have much at all after I built the coop over there. So I'm just going to put my items away, and then we'll probably go mining for a while. Seems I've hit my max capacity for logs here. I gotta start trading this stuff away for sticks. That's something that I was thinking about to myself while I was building that vineyard and orchard, is that, you know, I've got like the Pelican Town idea and, you know, having all my NPCs over there, but I almost wonder if it would be more fun to just build a couple of cabins on the property here and then put the NPCs in that house. Like, I could build a tent in the corner and put Linus in there, like he's one of the NPCs in the game, rather than building the whole town, because that just seems a little bit daunting, you know? And I have quite a bit of space still, like all of this, you know, patch of grass to the left of the wheat, and, you know, there's stuff over there by the coop. And I could put some houses for villagers. Well, they'll be villagers, but I'll give them name tags after the characters in the game. I won't do every single NPC, obviously, but just like some of the major characters. And, you know, one thing I was thinking about is that when I want to build the silo, like the big brick, you know, tower, I'm going to need a better source of clay than the river, you know, like that's a little bit slow. And it might be fun to get a mason villager and, you know, name him like Robin from the game, because Robin owns the carpentry shop in the game, and I could make that the mason and then buy the bricks from the villager and like just have some like synergy there with the story and with the villagers here. But actually, let me just run over to the village and trade some of this excess wood away, because I have way too much of it now. I would really like to get villagers on my own farm here. Like, I don't want to have to always go to the village, but for now I'm just going to do it this way. I really do have an expansive road network. Like, I added a path over there, I didn't show you that, and that connects up to the forest over there. Like, it's a proper network. I think it'd be fun to do before the video's over is build a little map room, maybe in my original cabin, and have a bunch of maps of the area, and just see, like, from a bird's eye view how accurate I was with the farm layout. I think the shape of the fences is pretty accurate, but, you know, I've definitely taken some creative liberties with how the paths meander around the farm. Oh no, I forgot I had bad omen. Okay, well, I mean, honestly, this might be kind of fun. I haven't really done much action lately. God, that sucks, though. Okay. Get to safety, get to safety. The problem is it's so hard to see where they would be coming from, because there's so many trees here now. I think I saw a couple down this way. Yeah, here's one. Oh, jeez. Here, let's clear out some of these trees. It makes it really hard to spot them. Oh god. Here they come. Oh, good lord. How is he still going? There we go. It's not been too bad so far. My bow is really good. I always carry around like 4 stacks of arrows, and I completely forgot this had infinity on it, so I don't even need that. God, that's a lot of them. Oh my god. This should be the final wave, right? This is wave 5. Oh my god, that is so many pillagers. Let me get on top of the roof. Can't get me up here, fools. Oh, wait, there's Vexes now. Oh god. Oh, this is difficult. Oh my god. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. Oh my god, these things are so hard to hit. Where are the last raiders? They're gotta be around here somewhere. Here's a witch. Oh, he dropped a totem. Oh, cool. I've yet to use these things before. I've never actually, like, held one and had it, you know, be useful to me. Alright, there's only one raider left. Where is he? I bet he's hiding in these trees. Oh, god! Oh my god, that actually made me jump. That was terrifying, dude. There's another wave? What on earth? That was like 6 waves. There must be 7 waves. I heard the horn over here. Are they over here? Oh my god, that guy just zoomed by. Was that the illusioner? Yeah, look at him go. This is how I lost my last hardcore world, the fresh start one. I had fought a raid at my base, and those guys were just like completely overwhelming me. They're just so quick. Here we go. Okay, I got him. There's one raider left. He must be over here somewhere. Do I spy him anywhere? I mean, it's not the Vex, right? These don't count as raiders, I don't think. Like I'm playing hide and seek right now. Where is he? I swear he's got to be in one of these caves. Like, there's no other place he could be. There's monsters in there. God, he shot the zombie with a flame bow. What? How did he get all the way down here? Oh my god, man. Okay, god, there's another wave, though. What is that, like 8 waves? I must have had like a bad omen 10 or something ridiculous. This must be the final wave. God. Raids are genuinely difficult. Like, I cannot believe how challenging this is. Go away. Oh, oh. God, I have half a heart. Oh. Oh my god. Jeez, that was close. Maybe I should whip out the totem. Leave me alone. They're just so hard to hit. There we go. But they're way harder to hit than phantoms. Why are there, like, a constant stream of Vexes? There's like 6 of them. Oh, oh, no. Oh my god. Run to safety. Jeez, man, this is crazy hard. And I've got pretty good gear. Like, I've got pretty much end-game gear. That's what I've never understood about raids, is that you can encounter them so early on in the game, but there's 0 chance that you could ever beat them with, like, iron gear and, like, an unenchanted normal bow and just, like, basic items. Like, maybe it's because I'm fighting, like, a higher tier raid because my bad omen effect was higher, but it just seems like this would be, like, post-Ender Dragon level difficult. I only came over here to trade sticks, by the way. Like, I don't even know why I'm still doing this. I feel like I've gotten this far. I might as well finish it off. Oh god. It's just impossible to hit. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go to a different village. This is ridiculous. I only came here to trade sticks. Like, I didn't even get anything done for my original goal. I just have all my Fletchers there, though. That's the thing. I mean, there's a village over there as well. And then there's one down there. I could just go to a different village. God, they're still attacking me. Go away. I mean, like I said, I want to bring NPCs to my farm instead of going to other villages, you know? So maybe I could bring some villagers back to my base and then I build a cabin and all of that. I mean, this was all just to get rid of some wood. That's literally the only reason. I really just wanted to go mining for copper. I don't need to do this. I could just throw the wood in the lava if I really needed to. I was just trying to get rid of all this. But I feel like it'd be fun to build a cabin, you know? Alright, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna build a couple of cabins, or maybe I'll just start with one right around here. Make like a stone, brick, spruce kind of thing. And then we'll get some villagers. We'll trade away all the sticks, and we'll start getting some name tags for custom NPCs like Linus and Robin and all of that. And then we'll go mining. Because honestly, I don't even need the silo for a while, right? Like you only put hay in there, which, you know, my interpretation of that would be wheat, but I can't grow any wheat until I build the greenhouse, so really it's more like a spring project, if I even get around to that. So let's just work on the cabins. There's quite a few different cabin designs in Stardew, but I think I'm going to go with like the stone, like cobblestone look one, like a very rustic style, because that's probably the simplest in terms of gathering materials. The thing is though, I don't actually have any cobblestone, because all of it's been cooked by blazing and turned into normal stone. So maybe I'll just do andesite and maybe like a base of deep slate. And then we need spruce for the roof. I'll just do some basic cabins over here for basic villagers, and we could build maybe some more custom ones for like Linus. Like Linus is going to live in a tent. Alright, let's start like right here. Alright, well that's the cabin pretty much done. I know it looks very simple, and honestly all of the buildings do that I've made, but I'm just trying my best with the art style of the game, and I feel like this is pretty accurate to the pixel art, but this looks pretty cozy in here. Only thing is, I've yet to get any sheep, right? I built the barn over there, but I've not gotten any sheep, and I've got quite a bit of wheat now, because I harvested the field. It's not going to grow, but I harvested the stuff that was already finished growing. So I have like, you know, 4 stacks and a half, so that's more than enough to get me through the winter. So yeah, I just get this sheep here and we'll add some to the barn. I love carrying mobs like this. We've got one there. I want to see if there's another one in here already. I know we've got the cows. Yeah, there's one back here. Okay. Alright, come along guys. It's going to take quite a while until I have a big enough sheep population to make the beds, you know? I mean, I could shear them, but it's going to be pretty slow in the beginning. I just want to get some librarians. I think that's my first thing, because I want to get name tags, so I can name not only my horse, but also the villagers. Alright, well we can shear them now. It's not going to be much, but to start. I think the raid is still going on over there, like I never finished it, so I'm probably going to have to go to one of the neighboring villages, like over there probably, and grab some villagers. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, it's a pretty big cabin. I gotta say, I could probably fit like 4 or 5 villagers in here. I want it to be cozy. I don't want it to just be like a big barracks of like 10 beds there, and it's not very aesthetic. I just realized I'm out of bread completely. I guess I could use this for my own bread, but I don't want to use all the wheat. Gotta save some for the cows. I really should have not used the wheat in the composter. I know it probably made a lot of bone meal, but I've not really been using it. I mean, there's quite a bit in here, but I don't really use it that often. It was more just a place to put excess seeds and stuff like that, but wheat is almost always valuable. It's not a big deal. So we got the cabin done, and with that done, I think now I can do the mining trip. I talked about going mining earlier, but never got around to doing it. So we can put all this stuff away, and then we'll go get some more copper. That's for the greenhouse. Never did trade all these sticks away. Really ought to do that. That'll be my first priority with the cabin. I'll get like 1 librarian, and then we can focus on Fletcher's. Oh, I forgot I can't put these logs anywhere. Let me just make another overflow chest up here. How about that? I'll take one of these chests I haven't used yet. Alright, I'm all ready to go, so I guess I'll go to the mountains, but I was also thinking about starting a new mine entrance. Like, it makes no difference to me whether I'm mining over there or here. Like, the caves are the same, and it's kind of a long voyage over there every time, and technically speaking, in the Stardew map, the mine is over here. Like, it's in this part of the map, so I could start a new one, like somewhere in the forest over there. Like I said, this is not like a one-to-one recreation. I'm definitely bending the rules a little bit, but, you know, I feel like that's the whole point of Minecraft. Or at least that's how I do my build videos a lot. I've got a loose idea, and I think I've adhered to the idea quite well in this video so far, but it's not a big deal if you have to change it up a little bit or not make it perfect. It's not a big deal. Minecraft is just about having fun, dude. So this looks like a pretty natural cave entrance. This could work. Let me see if this goes anywhere. Okay, it doesn't look like it. It just connects up right here, so it's a surface cave. But I could dig a staircase within this cave. I can just make a little staircase down here. Ooh, my first bit of copper. Let's go. Never have I ever been excited to see copper up until this video. Oh, you know something that I was thinking about with gaming? I was playing Hearts of Iron 4 the other night with my friend Jack, and he loves that game. He's a lot better at it than I am. And I got absolutely spanked by the Germans playing as the Soviets, because I hadn't played the game in several years, and I didn't realize that the AI had gotten a lot better, and I got stomped. And it made me think about the fact that I don't feel like a lot of us play games anymore that deliberately challenge us, you know, or games where you will like lose a lot. Because I've been seeing a lot of news lately about Path of Exile 2 coming out, and it seems really cool. Like, a lot of people love the game, but they're also saying that it's incredibly challenging. And even from experienced gamers or experienced content creators that, you know, you'd regard them as like really high-end top players, and they're like, no, this game is really hard and it's really giving me a run for my money. You don't always have to do that, because a lot of the time I'm not really in the mood to play a game that is really cognitively demanding, or sometimes I just want to sit down and just play something chill that's mindless. But there is something to be said about playing a game that you have no idea what you're doing, and you're probably going to lose, and you probably have to start over and find different strategies. Like, it's fun sometimes. And my friends and I, we would do it sometimes with Civ 5 as well, where we would all be on the same team against like deity AI, like the highest difficulty AI. And most of the time we would lose. Like, we would play on the Earth map a lot. Maybe like 3 of us. And I don't think we ever beat it. Like, we always got to like the mid game, and the AI would always somehow be ahead of us, and we would always lose. And even though we would lose, it would be fun. And when I was playing Hearts of Iron with my friend, it was like, it's kind of fun to lose, or or I guess conversely, it's not always fun to always win. Because if you're always winning, then it's kind of boring, in my opinion. Like, if you play Minecraft and, you know, you get like the best enchantments and all that, and the game becomes incredibly easy, it does kind of feel boring at that point. And the fun of most games comes from the challenge. So, you know, if you're ever thinking about starting a new game, or playing something that you've done before, or you're trying out something new, I would consider trying it on the hardest difficulty. That's what I often do. I try to challenge myself a lot, and it's kind of nice to not be served something on a silver platter all the time, you know? And like how I was talking about The Witcher 3 earlier, and how that's like my favorite game of all time, I never ever play on the easiest difficulty. Anytime I've ever done a playthrough of that, I've always done the highest difficulty. And even so, like, I'm biased, but I don't even think it's that difficult once you learn the game mechanics. But it's just fun. It's fun to be given a challenge like that, so just give it a try. Like, next time you're launching up your favorite game, try increasing the difficulty a little bit. Or like, for a while I was on a like difficulty mod kick with Minecraft, where I liked to add in certain mods that would make the game more challenging. Like, I had one called Eldritch Mobs that would give like custom modifiers to mobs, and it would make the game more challenging. It's fun. I don't play with those mods anymore, or like a lot of them I've removed, but it was fun at the time to try something new. So just consider it. Oh, okay. I guess this cave has chosen me. I'm just looking for copper, really. That's the main thing. Definitely finding a lot of iron and zinc, but not a ton of copper. I mean, I'm not going to need a lot of it, because most of the greenhouse is glass, but, you know, I just don't want to have to run out and then come back down, and just want to get it all done now. I guess I'm getting into like the deep slate caves. I gotta go back up. Copper doesn't really spawn down there. Maybe it does, but not really in my experience. Oh, here's some copper. How did I miss this? Oh, we got a ravine of some sort. Okay. I've not really found that many big, expansive caves. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The vanilla cave generation is so good, and the Terralith and Tectonic is really not. I mean, it's just different, but like, you just don't really see that many massive caves with Terralith and Tectonic. That's what I normally use in these videos. I did that 117 days in the snow video a while back, and I found such a cool cave underground. It was like the coolest cave I've ever seen, and that was vanilla. Like, it's really quite impressive. But then the surface isn't quite as impressive if you're using vanilla, in my opinion. So it's just preferences, I guess. Oh, hello. God, hops is so good for getting through the ravine. Wow. I missed having this enchantment. Do you guys ever feel like when you go home for the holidays and you come into your parents' house and you go and open the fridge and you're just like, what on earth do you guys eat? I came home like 6 or 7 days ago now for Christmas, and my mom hadn't food shopped yet, and like we went food shopping and got everything and it was fine. But when I got there, I'm like, this fridge is so empty. And I swear it's not a unique experience that, like, you know, your dad just eats like mayo sandwiches and your mom just eats like a single cracker and a cube of cheese and like, oh, that's a good dinner. Like, I know you don't eat as much as you get older, but it's just funny to me. Like, my girlfriend says that more than I do, because she'll come home and there will be almost nothing to eat in the house and she has to go food shopping, or, you know, wait until her mom goes food shopping, and it's just like, what do you guys do? It's just, I don't get it. I know we're young people, so like me especially, I eat a lot of food, but it just cracks me up sometimes. I will say though, it's really nice to be home. I missed being in the quiet because I live in the city right now. It's so loud, dude. I cannot stand the airplanes and the constant people like trying to get something from you on the street. It's just, I've had enough. I'm so ready for the small town era once again. Copper, let's go. I've not found this in a while. How much do I have? What is this, like 4 stacks almost? If I get 9 stacks, which would be a stack of blocks, and then the blocks that I already still have in my chest, that should be enough for the greenhouse. I just don't want it to just be like a tiny little crappy greenhouse where you can grow like 5 crops and that's it. Like, I want it to be fairly large. So I just want to make sure I have enough. So I guess copper does spawn down here. Yeah, look, it's right here. Oh wow, look at this. Dude, the fact that I can reach that is crazy. This pickaxe is so good. That is an unfortunate spawn. That guy got trounced. I don't think I'll be finding much copper down here, but it's alright. Get all this shiny gold. Yeah, dude, part of why I'm so excited to be home right now is because it's the very brief time in the year where I get to see my friends, and we're doing our annual fire soon, and you know, like I don't party that often. Like, that's probably the one party I go to a year, but when I do, I get sauced, my guy. Like, last year I was just so far gone, and like when I was at my friend's wedding over the summer, I like sat down on a bench and I just fell back. Like, I literally just like tipped the bench backwards, and my girlfriend and my friend's girlfriend had to like help me up and put me down. And you know, I don't party much, but when I do, it's really fun. So that's part of why I'm really excited. And I say that because you know, if you have the opportunity to hang out with your friends, you absolutely should take it. You know, because nowadays I very rarely get to see them because we're all living across the country or we have different jobs, and it's harder to get together. But you should really cherish those moments when you get the opportunity. Yeah, last year my friend Jack is the one that hosts the fires, and he literally fell in the fire. Like, he didn't like totally fall in, but he definitely like had his foot in there, and we had to like pull him out real quick. It was kind of bad, but it was a good time. Oh, diamonds, let's go. But yeah, stay safe. Don't do anything stupid when you party. You know, I'm never super irresponsible. I know my mom often worries like, don't stay out when it's cold, because it is like, you know, the end of December, and it's like, I think we've had a fire one year where it was like 20 degrees outside and it was very, very cold. But just party responsibly, you know. What day is it? Day 93? Wow. I think day 112 is when it resets to spring, so that'll have been a full year, like how, you know, in Stardew you have 1 year, so that'll be a nice milestone. And I gotta say, I know this is survival, but I have not died once, so, you know, I'll give myself a pat on the back for that. I feel like I play a little bit riskier in hardcore and safer in survival, which makes no sense, I understand, but it's been pretty chill so far. Then again, I haven't really done anything super risky, like I haven't gone to the nether, I haven't gone to the end yet, I've just been peacefully farming, so that probably explains it. Alright, well I say we go up more to like the stone caves again. I am finding absolutely no copper. Ooh, copper. There's just one. A little tease. Oh, here's some more. Wow, there's a lot. This is like a big vein. I think I struck a super vein. There's so much copper here. Yeah, that gave me a lot. Probably like 2 stacks right there. Get out of here, you fool. Whoa. Oh, he's holding a glow ink. I was like, what is that? I don't know why skeletons can hold items. Like, what is the point of that? They don't melee you. It's weird. Alright, well here's the current haul, and I feel like that's probably enough copper. I think that's 9 stacks almost. So let's head up and start working on the greenhouse. Here we are. Oh, I came out of the farm? What? Okay, looks like I'm by the chicken coop. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to look at this. So, the copper still has not turned to green. Does it just not work for these tile blocks? I don't know. I mean, the greenhouse has like an orange tint, so that's fine, but it was supposed to be green. But it's been like hours at this point since I built that in-game, so that's whatever. So, I'm gonna dump off my stuff, but then I also need to get a bunch of sand for glass, right? And the ocean is over there, but I could also just go to the river, couldn't I? I just wish that I had aqua affinity or respiration, but I don't. My helmet took quite a bit of damage during that villager raid, but it's still not anywhere close to being able to break it and then replace it with a helmet with those enchantments, so it's fine. Alright, well I've got all my raw copper cooking up from the, way back earlier in the video. I had like 6 stacks of this stuff, so this should be enough to finish off the greenhouse requirements. I mean, this is all the stuff that I have right now, so like this row right here I think is 1 stack of blocks, and I've still got I think 44 tiles from the coop, so I should have enough. But while that's all cooking up, let's go get some sand. Let me go take my horse on a little journey. I haven't taken him around in a while. I think it is technically faster to just run with my nimble boots than ride my horse, but I still like to do it. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm really, really happy with how this farm came along. I know it might seem a little bit plain, but it's almost exactly what I was envisioning. It's just too bad all that farmland dried up in the wintertime. I didn't really think that was going to happen, but I guess I should have anticipated that. But in terms of buildings, I think the greenhouse and then maybe a silo, and then beyond that, that's pretty much all I would need to build, I think. Maybe 1 more cabin if I need that. I mean, I know in Stardew there's like a slime hutch building. I've never used it in game, and I don't think I really need that in Minecraft, but that's something you could build. I also talked about building some wells. I could do that if I wanted to do more farming in the spring, but we shall see. Wow, this actually turbo sucks not having respiration, having to constantly come up and down. Maybe I'll just go to the ocean, because there's honestly not that much sand down here. I feel like I have not left the valley in a long time anyway, so we can go over to the coast. This looks so stupid. I think it actually is still faster to take my horse. This guy is really quick. I don't think even Nimble 3 would beat this. And that'd be funny if you could put Nimble 3 on your horse. That would be ridiculous. I mean, the most ideal thing for this sand thing is to get a beach biome and just dig that up on the surface. I haven't found one though. I mean, that's a gravel beach, I think. But there might be a normal sandy beach down the coast. God, I just love these floating islands, by the way. So cool. I'm excited for Season 4 because it's going to be a completely new world and like a new seed, completely different mountains and plains and all of that, and I'm really looking forward to having a base on the server again. The last time that I played survival with people on the server was Season 1, like a year and a half ago, and now it's like a new era for the channel, and I'm just like looking at these floating islands. I'm like, maybe I should build a base up there. There have been a few different towns in season 3 of the server where people built like a city, and there's like 10 or 20 people just like living up there. It's really cool to see. The biggest one I knew of was Shishimori. It's like this Japanese city that was super far out, and it was on this massive floating island network. It was awesome. All right, well, yeah, I think this is a sand beach. This is perfect. Oh yeah, this is going to be super quick. Well, this has siphon on it too, so it goes straight in my inventory, and that's perfect. Yeah, let's get like 10 stacks of sand. Wow, that did not take long at all. Oh my god. Alright, well, let me just get a tiny bit more and then we can go back. That was really quick though. Alright, that should be good. Oh, while I'm out here, let me go grab one of those villagers. I talked about visiting one of these villages nearby and bringing one back to my cabin. We could start the process of getting some more villagers. Although I do not have that much bread at all, and I really did not prepare for the winter, so I don't want to give away my entire food supply, so I won't take too many. Only problem is I don't know which bed they're all associated with, so I might just have to break all these beds. Wait, when did I get this? What? Did I loot that shipwreck back there and I dropped this on the ground and then it never despawned? Because I definitely did not loot any chests there. I don't know. I don't need it, that's for sure. Oh, what it do, Clarence? Let me steal this guy's carpet. I do forget just how long ago it was that I did some of this stuff, because this is my longest video to date. It's going to be around 4 hours, I think, and, you know, that was probably like 20 hours ago in terms of footage for me. See, how are the crops here growing? Is it just because this ice wasn't in the simulation distance, so it's only just starting to freeze? Because this is not frozen. Dude, whoa. What was that fruity walk, Clarence? Alright, well, I'm afraid I've caused the unemployment rate in this village to skyrocket to 100%, but that means that I can now take some villagers back with me. Alright, come along, Clarence. It's so goofy. It's kind of weird how it's only snowed around my village here. I guess because, again, it's like the simulation distance where if the chunks aren't in range, it's not going to render the weather pattern. But I wish it would. I wish Minecraft eventually can get to the point where it's more advanced and you can have like full-on global weather. Alright, so let's put this guy over here. Alright, so this is your new home. Hey, where are you going? Stay in here. Oh, great. He's already trying to get out. Maybe if I give him a job, he'll be happy. Oh, there we go. Okay. So if I break this bed, and then I place it, will he... What is he doing? Alright, well maybe he's just pouting, and I need to leave him alone for a while. That's fine. So now let's get this sand cooked up. I'm gonna really need to expand my furnace operation though. I only have 3 here, and I don't think you can put sand in blast furnaces. Oh, you can. Oh, wait, what? Okay, well that could work. Maybe I need to give him some more options. Maybe he doesn't like that one bed. He's still trying to break out. Okay, how about a couple more beds? You like these? I just hate how unbelievably stupid villagers are. I've said it before, I wish there was a mechanic like in Terraria where it would tell you what's wrong with the villager. Like they don't like maybe it's too small, or maybe they're missing a bed, or maybe they're missing a workstation. But you have absolutely nothing to go on, and he's just freaking out over here. Okay, well maybe he'll like one of those beds. Like there's just no reason that shouldn't be a mechanic. It would just be a quality of life feature that would help make the game simpler, or like easier to understand, instead of trying to like assume that you know what's wrong with the villager. I wonder if there's a mod out there that does that. That'd be cool. Like tells you the villager needs this to be happy with your setup. Because that guy was acting like he wanted to run back to the village, but he was totally, like I totally broke all the beds. So there was no reason he should want to go back there. But even so, I do need 2 villagers, so I might as well just run back, double check that all the beds and workstations are broken, bring another villager back, and then that should be fine. Let's go run back. I forgot how far away this all is, man. Like that village is quite far. This is by far the biggest plains biome I've ever been to. Alright, let me check if there's anything that I missed. Any reason the villager would want to stay here. Pretty sure I got all the beds though. Let me bring a friend back for him. Maybe it's this trapdoor window. I mean, it's aesthetic and it matches the design in game, but maybe I need to get rid of it. Here, we'll just fill it up with sand for the time being. Well, I can't tell if they like it or not in here. Let me give this guy a job. You comfortable? Okay, well that's promising. Maybe I'll just wait until it's nighttime and then we'll see if they like it. I'm gonna make this my alternate entrance. Wait, what? It's making this into vitrified sand? Wait. What is going on here? Oh, come on. So in the furnace, it turns it into glass, but in the blast furnace, it turns it into whatever this is? Can you turn this into glass? Oh, you can. So you just have to make it twice? Why? That's so stupid. So if I do this, will this work? Oh, see, but you can't cook it in the blast furnace. Oh my god, dude. What was the point of that? It means I just wasted like half my sand though. Or I can still turn it into glass. It's just gonna take more coal. I suppose what I could do, because I'm getting low on coal, is use some of these logs I've got. I have so many and I can turn this into charcoal. Alright, well it's gonna be a lot slower, but this is the way I gotta do it to get the glass I need. I'm gonna decorate the shed a little bit with this carpet I commandeered. There we go, that's cozy. Okay, well the sun is setting. Let me go check if the villagers are sleeping or not. Nope, they're still just panicking, running around. I don't know what's wrong with them. It's fine. Honestly, it's not like a huge concern. The biggest part of this video was the farm, but you know, I hope it works out. I hope I can get some villagers, get some name tags and all that. Well, it's going to be a while until that glass is done, so I should probably work on something else, like extending the forest maybe, and around the perimeter of the fence, you know? Maybe just grab some extra axes. Yeah, I've got one right here. That should be enough. I mean, it's diamond, so it should be fine. Oh, why are you holding an egg? What is this? I kind of forgot that because it's wintertime, they do technically grow, but I think it's like 10% speed. So all of these saplings here, like it just looks super barren now. Normally they would already be regrowing, but hopefully by springtime it'll look pretty again. You know, I was having lunch today with someone. I was talking to them about work friends who just kind of like ask you for favors or like, hey, can you help me do this thing? And it's kind of just like a surface level friendship. I was talking to them because I feel like sometimes they kind of like tell themselves that it's okay to have transactional friendships like that when it's in fact not, you know? And like I personally would not want friends like that. And I just feel like when I was in college, I had certain friends that like you just don't really like click with them, or like, you know, like your surface level friends, like you go to class together, or like, you know, maybe you even go to the gym together, but you don't really know that much about each other. And you know that the moment that one person moves away, like if you work somewhere and you leave, you're never going to talk to that coworker again. It was just purely for the environment. Maybe it's naive to say, but I just feel like I would rather be alone than have friends like that, because a lot of people are going to say, like, as you become a parent or as you become an older adult, you're just going to have to accept that you're not going to have super deep friendships all the time, or you're going to have people that aren't really like that close. You just kind of make friends with them because that's what you have to do to get by. But just that just sounds so depressing, man. Like I've got 4 to 5 really good high school friends, and I've known some of them even as a kid from like elementary school. You can't expect that people are going to be that level of close as an adult, because you can't make up for the fact that you've known certain people for 15 years, and if you just meet someone for the first time, obviously you can't get that close that quickly. Like it's just not going to happen. But even so, it's just like I want people to raise their standards a little bit with friendships, because when I was talking with this person, I'm leaving it intentionally vague in case they're watching. I feel badly for people that feel like not like that's as good as it gets, because people obviously know that, you know, you'd want better friends than that. But just like it makes me kind of sad that that's what people just kind of have to do. Like that's the best option available at work. Or like people that don't really talk to you that much, and when they do, like if they haven't spoken to you in 2 months, out of nowhere they're like, hey, can you do this thing for me? Or like, how do you do this? Like they're just seeking information from you, or they're seeking a favor from you, something that you can do for them. And my girlfriend has dealt with this ad nauseum in grad school. Just so many people that don't care at all about you, and they just are out to gain something. And it's just like, you have to see through that, man. You got to have a good radar with people and just recognize, like, you're just using me, and I'm really not interested in maintaining this friendship any further. Like I mentioned a story a while back when I was in college where some guy asked me to drive him to the train station, and I already kind of knew that he wasn't really the nicest guy, so I just told him straight up no. And like that's just the kind of boundaries you got to have with people. And transactional friendships are not that's not what life has to be, you know? Oh, God. Scared me. Like I said, I would rather be alone than have friends like that, and it's like that phrase, you know, better to be alone than to be with people that make you feel lonely. It's just like that, you know? Like, I know it's great to have friends at work, but like, is it really that great if they're not really that good friends to you, you know? Or like they forget about you, or like you don't talk that often and they're not super interested. Like, it's just, you can do better than that. And if you can't find people at your job or school, like, you gotta change environments eventually. Like, obviously you can't just change your school, but part of the reason that I quit my job recently was because I felt so incredibly detached from the culture of the company. Like, I was a remote worker, so obviously there wasn't much I could do about this, but like, I didn't know anyone my age, no one I could relate to, and like, it would have been great to have friends that I really liked at my job, but I just didn't. I didn't really have any friends there, so, you know, you gotta move on with your life. But yeah, it's not just like the shallow surface level friends, it's like particularly the transactional relationships that I hate the most, and you gotta just get rid of that if you can. There's nothing worse than a quote-unquote friend that just asks you every once in a while for some sort of favor. That's not really a friend, that's a transaction. I'm just glad that I rarely ever had to deal with that. Like that one story of the guy asking me to drive him somewhere, that's probably the one time that I've ever really been in a like transactional setting like that. But I knew people that I didn't vibe well with in college, or like, you know, it was just kind of like awkward. Like, you couldn't easily have a conversation with them, and I knew that the moment that I graduated, I was never going to speak to them again. And sure enough, that's what happened, and that's fine. I would always rather that than have fake people as friends, you know? But I guess also something as like a side tangent to that conversation, I was thinking, given the nature of the holidays and Christmas time, like dealing with people like family members that you're not that close with, and like how do you like feign interest in that, you know? Because I'll admit, I am so bad at trying to pretend that I'm like such a family man when it comes to really, really distant relatives or extended relatives that I see like once a year, if that. Like, I love my immediate family. Like, I'm super excited to see my sister soon. She's coming home. But I think it's kind of weird when there's like forced expectations with friendships and relationships with family members that you don't know well. And I hate being put in environments where it's like an awkward experience, or like both people don't know each other that well, but because you're family, you gotta do it. Like, I'm so glad that I never grew up in a family where family reunions were a thing, and every year we all get to go to Ohio and there's like 50 people and you gotta see your weird Uncle Joe, and like, I'm really glad that wasn't really a part of my life. Like, I have a pretty international family. I have family, you know, in Australia and in Europe, like people that I really never speak to at all. And in a way, it's like kind of nice that I don't have to pretend that, oh, we're a super close bond, because they might as well be strangers to me. And that's part of what I'm talking about with transactional friendships. It's like, there's nothing wrong with admitting to yourself that you don't know someone that well. It's kind of awkward to be around them, and it's fine to not make much effort to see them. And like, when it comes to extended family, like, if you don't know them that well, like, you shouldn't feel badly that you don't talk to them, because like, you don't talk to them, you know? Like, it's not like you're a bad person. That's just kind of how it is. If you don't see someone regularly, you're probably not going to know them that well. It's why I'm so glad that I grew up around my grandma, because I always grew up being like 30 minutes away from her, and I could easily see her for 4th of July, and we would do like grandma camp in the summer, and like, I had a relationship built up like that. And because of that, I would never want to raise my children where they're super far away from my mom, you know, they'll be their grandma, because then it's like that weird fake, like, oh, it's going to see the grandparents that you don't really know that well, and it's kind of awkward. Like, I hate that feeling. If you're going to have family, have close, you know, tight-knit family. Don't have like weird, awkward relationships. Obviously, you can't just do that. Like, you can't just have close family, but like, that's the goal, I think. I think people should, you know, admit to themselves that like, you're not a bad person for not talking to family. It's just that you don't know them that well, and it doesn't make you a bad person. And again, I'm just glad that I grew up in a way where I didn't really have to like go very far, like travel 7 hours to go see family every Christmas. Because my girlfriend, she didn't have to go that far, but like, she grew up in a family where they would drive, you know, like 5 hours to go somewhere and see the grandparents. And I'm just glad that like, you see your immediate family, but as far as extended family goes, it's not really in the picture. Like, that's fine to me. Even if it sounds kind of like cold and distant, I would rather that than have like kind of fake relationships. But that also might just be the kind of person that I am. I'm kind of like an out of sight, out of mind kind of person where if I don't see someone that often, I'm admittedly really bad at keeping up with them. Like, I mean, there's people that I know I need to keep up with, like parents, or like I try to talk to my sister every once in a while, but like, like there's just people that I'm like, I haven't talked to you in a year, and that's fine, you know? Honestly, that probably falls more into the category of friendships, like people that I knew in high school that I don't talk to anymore, and I don't feel one iota of guilt that I haven't spoken to them, or like people from college that I like kind of knew that are not in my life anymore. Like it's not productive to feel bad about that, because like you just don't speak to them anymore, and friendships come and go, and that's just how it is. But what do you know, I barely got any tree chopping done. The thing that I said I was gonna do. I bet the glass is actually done. Let me go check that. Okay, it looks like it's all done. That's good. I have some more I have to cook though. Got this vitrified sand in here, right? Okay, so now here's the interesting part. So there's the greenhouse glass, like I said. And so how do you do this? You need the stained glass, right? So the Stardew greenhouse, it's like a copper looking lining, and then there's like a light blue look. So I think light blue is the way to go here. But how do you make light blue? We need light blue dye, which you get from white dye and blue dye, or blue orchids. This is probably the easier way to do it. So I have a ton of bone meal, that's how you get white dye. And then I've got a pretty good amount of lapis for blue dye. So I won't use all of it, I'll just do like a test here. Oh, and it doubles it too when you make it, that's good. Okay, so it's not quite as expensive. Okay, so there's the light stained glass, and then we'll get planks, I think. That's how you make the greenhouse glass. How do you do it? Or is it the other way around? Yeah, okay, you reverse it, okay. Alright, so this is the plot of land for the greenhouse, right? So let's clear out the grass first. And then, so the design is a lot of trim copper and then glass in between that. So I'd say the entrance is like right here, right in the center. That's roughly centered, right? And then there's like glass here, copper there, and then maybe like 2, like that. And then it's going to be super long, like this. Alright, that should be a good enough size, right? And then as far as the floor goes, I guess I'll do like oak planks, right? I think that's what would work best here. I don't want it to feel like all stone and cold like my shed. I want it to be kind of lively and warm in there. Okay, that looks good. And then the design is like, goes up a little bit taller, and then it's like an A-frame roof for the greenhouse. So I don't know if I have enough glass. I mean, I have more in my inventory, but let's just start with this and see how far I can get. Yeah, I'm already out. Well, that looks pretty good so far, doesn't it? I might need to go get some more sand. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Okay, I think that roof angle is correct. It's like an A-frame and then it flattens out at the top. But I'm a little bit worried that I do not have nearly enough building materials for this. We'll see. And I've got 6 stacks or so of the glass, and then maybe 5 stacks of the copper. And then the roof itself is going to be glass, so it might be enough. Oh, I think today is day 100, right? Oh yeah, look at that clean animation, baby. That's awesome. That's great. I mean, I didn't get everything done in time. I mean, I didn't make day 100 the goal, but it's kind of nice that it all is starting to wrap up around that time. I mean, this is basically the same length as my normal survival videos, like 117 days, maybe a little bit shorter. But the video itself is definitely not going to be short. Alright, and then the back here, I did it a little bit weirdly, where like it juts out a bit at the end. Is that correct? I think it is. Okay, now it's just really the glass. Alright, dude, I think the greenhouse is pretty much done, aside from the interior, so I had just enough to spare. Only had a tiny bit of glass left, and I had a pretty good amount of copper still, but that was well planned out. I mean, I didn't make any plan, that's for sure. Everything I do is unplanned, but it looks pretty good. I think it matches the aesthetic of the original greenhouse as well, even though it is very blocky, and normally I would like more depth in my builds, but I think it looks more or less like the Stardew greenhouse. So now I just want to have like 2 or 3 rows of dirt and then water and farmland in here, and then I think because this is greenhouse glass, it should consider this inside as like springtime or summer or whatever. And so what should I plant in this greenhouse? I feel like the most important crop is wheat, you know, for breeding cows and stuff like that, so we can do that. Honestly, it's just because it's the only crop that I have. Everything else is planted. Alright, I just need some trapdoors to line the edges of the dirt, but I think this is good. I'm just going to get some chains and lanterns and have it right above the water just to make sure the water doesn't freeze again. Okay, now I think the greenhouse is done. This looks so cool, man. Oh, I guess I do need a door, don't I? It'd be great if I was playing on 121, because then I could get the copper door. That looks pretty cool, right? But I can just settle for spruce. Okay, well that's a pretty major addition to the farm. I love that, man. That's one of my favorite buildings in Stardew. So it is still winter time, so I can't really do any farming. I'm wondering if there's anything else I want to wrap up. I never did beat that raid. Let me go check if that's still going on. Here, I'll check on the villagers while I'm at it. Let's see if they've adapted at all. It's hard to say because it is still daytime. They're not sleeping, but maybe they're comfortable now. It's kind of a fail doing it this way. I don't know what went wrong with them. Normally they're pretty quick to adapt to their new home, but it's whatever. Like I said, the main focus was the farm, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. Well, seems like the raid is gone, so that's good. Must have despawned. Let me go check on the villagers too. I hope they're okay. Normally all the villagers would be hanging out by the fletching tables, so this is not a good sign. Oh, I heard one. Where is he? There's one villager up here, but I think all the fletchers, I don't know if they made it. That's fine. They served me well while they were here. I very much appreciated the help. Yeah, there was a toolsmith here as well, but I don't know if he's still around. That's fine. Oh, there is one more thing that I would like to do. I talked about doing a map, didn't I? Like a map room. I would need some item frames for that to display them properly. Let me go find some wild cows. I only have like 2 cows in the barn. That's not going to be enough. Yeah, I just want like a nice bird's eye view of the farm. Alright, that's 9 leather, so that means I could make a 3x3 map room. That's probably big enough. I'm just wondering though, where could I put it? Maybe in the back wall of my shed? That could probably work. Okay, and then how do you make the actual map? Okay, so it's a compass with paper, and the compass is that. Okay. I've been playing this game for like 12 years, and I still don't really know how to make basic items. I thought I had more paper though. I thought I had sugarcane. I hope I didn't turn it into bone meal. Let me check on the farm. Okay, all the sugarcane can be harvested. That should be enough. The ice kind of makes it easier. I can stand over here to collect the sugarcane. Okay, so I've got 9 item frames and 9 maps. So that should be good. And yeah, this is a pretty perfect spot to put it, right here on this back wall. So we'll do the first one, like that. Looks good. Alright, so now I just have to run around and fill out the maps, right? I have not done this in years, probably, so gotta remember how to do it. I think it's pretty easy, though. You just go based on the direction, right? And so when I make the next map, I just have to make sure not to stand in this radius. So it looks like this one... Is that the shed right there? And this is the carrot field? I actually don't know. What is this? That's the vineyard. I think that's my house. Oh, okay, okay. And that's the cabin, I think? Yeah. That's the chimney. This is the wheat field. So if I stand more like over here, I should get the next map, right? Yeah, this one looks different. Okay. It's kind of confusing, honestly. It's a little bit of a mind puzzle to get this to work. Yeah, okay, that looks correct. So this is like the bulk of the farm. So then I need to do the next one below the lava lake. Okay. Okay, that looks correct. I guess while I'm out here too, I will, I'll make sure to just like look on the map, and then it's easier to just like see your cursor disappear off the map, right? Like now I know that it's a dot. I know I'm in the next quadrant, so I can just make the next map, right? Yeah, there we go. I can't believe some people like Flip or other Minecraft creators that do like 100 days or like lots of survival, they make those like 50 by 50 maps. That is so ridiculous. I mean, it's awesome. It's so cool to see that happen, but I would not have the patience for that. Like it is, that's impressive that people can do that. All right, so I'm gonna take this next map off the wall and it can help guide me to the next quadrant. All right, there's a couple more quadrants. Put that on the board. All right, there it is, dude. It's a little bit off center. It's not quite as centered as I thought it would be, but it's fine. That's so cool. You can see all the pathways. There's the vineyard, there's the lake. So normally you'd see the Stardew map flipped, you know, like you would see, like if this would be like the top of the farm, but you know what? It's fine. I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to this. So yeah, man, I think that's pretty much the Stardew video. I'm really, really happy with this farm. Not everything went to plan, not everything was perfect, but you know what? That's okay. That's just my style. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. This is what I was trying to make all those months ago. When I mentioned at the start of the video, I had made a different version and it got cut short. This is the version of the video that I wanted to make this whole time. I know I didn't do Pelican Town or really do the NPCs, but like I said, the farm was the focus and I'm very pleased with how it came out. One more thing, I always like to look at the stats as I finish a video to see what I did. So interesting, grass was the #1 thing that I mined. I guess that makes sense because I was making a huge farm. Broke a ton of iron shovels, made of course a ton of sticks. That's usually the #1 thing for me. Used the shovel the most, picked up a bunch of wheat seeds, yep. And I dropped cobblestone the most. That's interesting. Yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is by far the longest video I've ever made, so I hope you like the ultra long form videos. I'll be streaming soon, I think, in 2025. And again, the 4th season of the Flow SMP is starting on January 3rd, so check that out if you're interested. But yeah, man, that's the video, so I'll see you in the next one.